Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to ya all. Good to see ya. What is up, Dirty Danches? Thomas Flash Stone Rain. Good to see ya. Have a wonderful day. Thomas Flash Streaming RPG. Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub, thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. How is everyone doing today? Oh, this deck looks really interesting. This deck came across Twitter earlier today, and I figured we had to try it. I mean, we might try some other stuff too. There's a couple of other decks I kind of want to try, but this deck, it's a Demilich deck. It's straight up Demilich in Standard. It's the only creature in the deck. It's the only way to win the game out. I mean, I guess there's a couple of epiphanies, but this is all in Demilich, jank 'em out, graveyard, cast it, flashback stuff, shenanigans. So I don't know if this deck's going to work, but I'm excited to give it a try. Jakealicious, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. What's up, Dog of Myth and Lustful Jeans? Ranger Bad Jazzy Fest. Oh, so hopefully everyone is doing well today. So yeah, we're gonna have some more standard fun. We're gonna start with some Demilich action. Also might try the Liar deck. On one hand, it's got Liar, which is sweet. On the other hand, it's got a lot of Elrod's Epiphanies. I don't know if we can go down that road. Are we Dirty Epiphany players? We'll have to see. But the Liars are very intriguing to me because we haven't played Liar or Lear at all in Standard yet. And then there's also like Orzhov stuff that we haven't tried yet. So we got plenty of sweet Standard stuff to try today. It is a dirty Epiphany deck. Yeah, this is a deck list that Strosky tweeted about, thinking about playing at Worlds, but deciding not to play at Worlds, and it looked pretty intriguing, so I kind of wanted to give it a try and see, because Demilich does not seem like a standard card, but maybe it'll actually be a standard card. So happy Tuesday to you, Lord Boys. The other thing I want to ask you all about before we get into this Magic game, they announced this event on Magic Online, and I want to see if it's something you'd be interested in seeing or not, because I was thinking on Thursday's stream we could try this out. This event is Standard through the ages, and essentially it's got 16 classic Standard decks going back to like early 90s Sly, Callblades in there, Jund during the Alara era, Fairies from Lorwyn, Delver, the original Delver when it was busted with the original Innistrad, Valakut from Standard, Madness, old school Standard, Affinity when it was unbanned in Standard, Vehicles from Kaldheim era. So there's a lot of different interesting deck lists, and the idea is you join this event and you get to play 3 matches. You get one of these decks, I believe, at random. Would that be something that would be fun to watch? Because maybe we do this for Thursday's stream. It's not online yet. It goes up on Wednesday, so it'd be up for Thursday's stream. Maybe we try it on Thursday, because it does seem kind of fun to see all those cool little decks. So maybe that's what we do on Thursday. Oh, is there? I didn't go all the way to the bottom. I can pull it back up. I'm not sure if Necro's on there or not. I mean, they have Callblade and they have Affinity, so it doesn't seem like they're keeping decks out of it for being too powerful. Maybe there is Necro down here. Omnath Ramp. Oh my. How do you lose if you get that deck? Like, seriously, like, look at this. Okay, so you got Omnath Ramp from before Omnath was banned. Imagine if you get that compared to, wow. Oh, Battle of Winds. There's Battle of Winds. No, I wasn't playing. No, was this a real deck? Was this actually a competitive deck back in the day? This was before my era. I know Battle of Wits is like full on against the odds card. Was there actually a time like forever ago when Battle of Wits was a legit top tier deck? I don't know if I believe it. That is 92 lands. That is absolutely hilarious. I missed that one. Yeah, I don't see any Necro summer decks in there. Oh, wait. Mono Black Control. No, that's not Necro either. But can you imagine getting like Omnath versus Mono Red Sly or something? Like, this looks like maybe the least powerful deck in the bunch. Although I guess you get Wastelands, you have Fire Blast. Maybe it'd actually be good. So, I mean, it should be interesting. We'll give it a try on Thursday, probably. Hey, what's up, Great Destroyer? How are you? Necro was your first Standard. Oh, you played some busted Standard back in the day. But anyway, we're starting today with some Demilich action. But first, we gotta do some reminders. Replay YouTube, that's me invite all old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. Yeah, I know there was like tournaments where they did like a SCG challenge at one of the SCG events where people tried to see who could get the best finish with Battle of It. So I've heard of stuff like that, but was it actually like like, did someone randomly play it as a joke and manage to top 8 with it? Or was it like top tier, like how, I don't know, Mono Green is, or is today? Was there a time when Battle of Wits was like the top tier deck in the format? That would be interesting if that was actually true. Anyway, normal YouTube. Tons of stuff going up on there. Crim video went up today. Tomorrow, we are old sticky fingering, stealing some wins in standard with old sticky fingers. The deck is pretty sweet, so you're gonna want to check that one out. Otherwise, our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and maybe you need some magical cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. They got Innistrad Midnight Hunt, they got Nykthos, they got 1,000-Year Elixir, they got Whims of Volrath, one of my favorite price increases of all time. Who would have thought that a card that does literally nothing would be buy listing for $14 and be a staple of a commander deck? Not me. I would have never expected that. But you can get a Whims of Volrath for a very expensive price over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free empty jewel fish sticker. Let them know you want one, and they will hook you up. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbets, giveaways, support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message right on stream. And let's talk about this Demilich deck and start playing some Magic. So this is Dimir Demilich, and it's a Demilich deck. The deck, if you don't know Demilich, it's normally 4 blue mana. However, it costs 1 less for each spell you've cast this turn. You can also cast it from your graveyard by exiling, for instance, and sorceries, and when it attacks, you can flash back a spell, Snapcaster style, from your graveyard. So the idea of this deck is we got a ton of cheap spells. We're even playing Otherworldly Gaze, a spell that I have widely mocked because it doesn't really do anything, but it fills your graveyard. It puts a lot of cards in the graveyard. So the idea is we're going to use Otherworldly Gaze. We're going to use Consider. We're going to use Curate. We're going to use Strategic Planning to try to get Demiliches and spells in our graveyard. Then we're going to cast Demiliches, and we're going to attack with them, and we're going to start flashing back spells. We can use Demilich to flash back pretty expensive things. Remember, when it attacks, you get to exile, insert a sorcery card, and copy it and cast a copy. This is allowing us to cast Seagate Restorations to refill our hands. It's allowing us to mill over Elrod's Epiphany and cast them, and that is the entire deck. That is all the deck is trying to do. It is all in on Demilich. There is no other threat in this deck, no other way of winning the game. So all about the cheap spells, all about filling the graveyard, all about Demilich trying to get the job done. The sideboard, a bunch of removal, a bunch of counters, and that's pretty much it. So this is a deck that someone on Twitter, Andrei Stashki, mentioned almost playing at Worlds this weekend. Almost playing at Worlds, but was afraid that the pros would figure out how to play against it, like during the tournament or something, but it looked really intriguing to me. There's also a Lear deck that we will potentially be playing. I mean, maybe we can improve it as we go along as well, but do you think Omnath is better than Ironclaw Orcs? That's crazy. The original slide deck is, I mean, it is important in the history of Magic, but I don't know if it's good. I mean, this sounds fine. We got cheap spells. Those spells can fill the graveyard. I guess that's basically what we want. Are we playing? You know, we'll hold on to the Jwari Disruption. Maybe we can get someone with Jwari Disruption. Jwari Disruption is about as close as we get to, so many Shipwreck Marshes. It's about as close as we can get to Mana Tithing. Wrong colors, but no budget Magic this week. It'll be back next week. I was off a few days last week because of moving, so that was the one YouTube series I didn't get to. I was, would you like to put that card in your graveyard? Yes, I believe we would. Yes, Demilich in the graveyard. Being in the graveyard is almost as good as being in hand here. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Shipwreck Schmark, go. Ooh, yeah, we're going to leave up Jwari Disruption. I really want to get someone with Jwari Disruption. Most cards are super power crept that aren't broken, just can't compete. Yeah, did you see? So Wizards, in typical Wizard style, did you see that they managed to leak the World's deck list? We were talking about, ooh, yes. Mill that. Do it again. Gaze it. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. Mill them all. Oh, it's almost Demilich time. It is almost okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We can exile 4 spells. Do we just Demilich and hope for the best? We can't leave up any interaction. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah, the new lands are really good. I really, really, really like this land cycle. So Wizards Worlds is coming up this weekend, and they accidentally, well, through MTG Melee, accidentally posted the deck list. Oh, gonna be a lot of epiphanies. There are many, many Elrond's epiphanies that are gonna be seeing play at Worlds this weekend, which I guess is not unexpected. You know what? Let's, let's just Demilich. Actually, I kind of want to, you know what? Let's wait. Let's strategic planning. Let's wait one more turn. Take a curate. Mill another Demilich. We're gonna set up for Demiliches. We're gonna try and play all the Demiliches. Oh, we're gonna have a big turn. Winter Malant for the 12th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription and for the kind words. Oh, 12. It's a 1-year resub. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Epiphany needs to go. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it probably might need to go, but I don't know. I don't know if we can say that with certainty yet. Ooh, duress is nice. We'll keep duress. Mill the curate. Wait, so we can, let's see. So it costs 3. Is there any way we can cast 4 spells this turn? Probably not. All right, let's keep both. We'll draw the curate. We'll draw the duress. We're gonna get at least 1 Demilich here. So we untap. We duress you. What do you got going on? Oh my. Okay. That's a lot of Elrond's epiphanies. Hey, what's up, Cody? Hey, King of Carol Flowers, how are you today? And there's another one foretold potentially. Okay. Sure, this is fine. This is fine. No problem. We're good. Demilich. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here it comes. Demilich 1. Pass the turn. Can we start getting Demilich value? Is it time? Huh? Demon Bolt. All right, well. Was not expecting the Demon Bolt, but that got us pretty good. Epiphany shouldn't even be discussion. Extra turn spells either do nothing or break formats. Those are your opinions. No one will notice. No one will miss it. Yeah, I mean, I would be fine with it. I would be fine with it being banned. Well, that's curate. See if we can get back another Demilich. Graveyard. Yeah, let's keep the Otherworldly Gaze. Mill the MDFC. Otherworldly Gaze. Graveyard. Graveyard. Demilich. Exile. Bloodchief's Thirst. Fading Hope. Seagate Restoration. Duress. All right. Another Demilich. Opponent keeps drawing answer. Oh my goodness. Opponent really doesn't want to get Demiliched. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a top deck because we just saw our opponent's hand. Apparently we will never Demilich. Well, that's almost a mana tithe. I think that kind of counts. Well, Demilich. So far, so bad for Demilich. Our opponents just had all the answers. Land. Fading Hope. Okay, sure. Also off the top, opponent has chained together so many perfect answers for Demilich. Psychopath Speed Racer, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I'm surprised I haven't reprinted Force Spike. Well, mill you. Oh, this hand's so bad. Mill all of them. Untap. Duress you. That's not the worst. I don't know why our opponent didn't do something. We will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the Memory Deluge. It would be easier if our opponent... Actually, no, let's play the one from hand. It would be easier if our opponent would stop drawing answers to our Demiliches. We just want to attack with Demilich one time and get some value. It might seem controversial, but I think Alrund's Epiphany isn't the broken card on its own. It's a combination of colors being good in Standard, and that's... It's a combination of its colors being good in Standard, and that people feel the need to run it in blue, plus the good cards that make it a problem. If there are no viable blue or red decks, and blue just wasn't a strong color, it probably wouldn't see play. I mean, isn't that true of every card? Like, I mean, Omnath. Like, if there were no lands to allow you to cast Omnath, then it wouldn't be a broken card or whatever. Like, I kind of feel like... One, 2, 1, 2. You know what? So we mill this. All right, we mill 1. We keep the strategic plan. Let's see if we can actually... Maybe we can just play a whole bunch of Demiliches and win the game. So, strategic planning. Take a Consider. Actually, take the Gaze. 1, 2, 1. We need the Consider. Take the Consider. Mill some cards. Consider. Spell number 2. Mill the Epiphany. The biggest problem we've had here is we haven't been able to cast these Fading Hopes because our opponent has no creatures. And our opponent not having any creatures is making it so we can't cast Fading Hope. And that is... We have all these spells in hand that just don't do anything. Alright, Demilich Graveyard. Other two on top. Keep the Consider. Get back a Demilich. Oh, that turn could have been so good. That turn could have been so good. It could have been so good. All right, exile a bunch of cards. Demilich again. I mean, we're doing a good job of casting Demiliches. We're just not doing a good job of doing anything with the Demiliches. Opponent. Top deck an Epiphany, of course. Makes some birds and a expressive iteration to look for... So I think Alrund's Epiphany is a problem. Like... I think it's kind of like, sure, if there were no other good blue or red cards, would Epiphany be, you know, seeing play in a huge percentage of decks? Probably not. However, I think that's a pretty unrealistic standard. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Consider. Decline. Duress you. Opponent. We're gonna try to play some Demiliches. Jwari Disruption. We will pay for the disruption. Okay, 2 lands. Fading Hope. Bounce a bird. Mill the... Scry to the bottom. Okay. Is this going to work? Fading Hope. Bounce the bird. Curate to the top. Demilich. How many spells do we have is the question. Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Demilich 1. Demilich 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, not enough spells. All right, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Do they find their way out of it again? Are we actually going to do it? Opponent. Memory Deluge. Gonna go digging. If we untap with 2 Demiliches and 2 Alrund's Epiphanies in the graveyard, we got a shot. We got a shot. Opponent draws 2 cards with the Deluge. What do they find? Foretells. Passes. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 go to combat. Attack, attack. Demilich. Alrund's Epiphany. Decline. found the answer again. Smoldering egg. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, every single thing is just exactly how our opponent needed it to. Elrond's Epiphany is... It's a magic card. Opponent, 1 card in hand. Have they finally stopped drawing a They drew another... No. They hit another Epiphany? Like, seriously. Seriously, like... Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that does it. Wow. Oh, okay. They can't stop our... I mean, our Epiphany doesn't do anything, though. Like, we smash our Demilich into an elemental, and then it dies. Okay, so is there any realistic thing we can do from here? Or is this just game already? Oh, that was so brutal. Curate. Graveyard. Tempt. Steal the Dragon. Bloodchief's Thirst. Kill that. Shoot down that. Pass the turn. Come on, don't top deck. No top deck. We can steal the dragon, maybe. We got to stay back because of the Hall of the Storm Giants. Opponent, we got a shot. We got a shot even after this. Opponent fires it up. Gonna go to combat. Gonna attack. We will block. Down to 6. Opponent passes. Ooh, Blood Pact. Down to 4. Shoot down the flyer. Draw 2 lands that don't do anything. Land. Ugh. We're running out of cards too. Oh, we were so close to getting back out of this. The problem is the Hall of the Storm Giants. Like, we just have to leave back chump blockers forever. Demilich. Exile. Pay the 1. All right, we need our opponent to whip, please. Please no top deck. Opponent. All the Storm Giants. Goes to combat, hits us. We will block. Down to 2. Passes. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack with Demilich. Elrond's Epiphany. Cast it. Autopay. Extra turn. Hit ya. Oh, I wish we could get down 1 more Demilich. Untap. Play the land. Go to combat. Actually, oh, how can we do this? Tempt by the orc. Steal a bird. Go to combat. Demilich. Hit ya. Tempt. Steal another bird. Okay. Steal him. Steal him. About it. Yes. Down to 2. Demilich. Come on. Come on. Are we going to win this? Are we actually going to win this? About it. Adapts. I feel like if we hadn't shot down the creatures, we would have been dead. Like, we need to shoot down the creatures or these 2 points of life would be gone. Chump. Ah! What a win! What a win! Wow. Oh, That was insane. No, I can't believe we got there. We had like 0 cards in our deck. Our opponent was casting Epiphanies. They top decked really well. Ooh. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Okay, maybe this deck is kind of sweet. Doesn't Demilich, it looks like it has flying. Like, it's literally flying. That skull is flying through the air, but it doesn't have flying. It seems like it should. It really seems like it should. Oh, that was good. So did you see the world's meta? Sorry, I got caught up in that. I wasn't keeping track of the chat as much as I should have. I was caught up in whether or not we could beat the Epiphany. Did you see the world's meta? The world's meta. Here's a world's meta. 4 Grixis Epiphany, 3 Izzet Epiphany, 3 mono green, 2 mono white, 2 Izzet Dragons, 1 Gruul Splashing Negate, 1 Azorius Aggro. So we have a lot of Epiphany decks, like at least 9 Epiphany decks, and who knows, maybe Azorius Aggro is playing Epiphany. What do you think of that meta? Is this a meta that will entice you to watch Worlds, and what are you rooting for? I think I'm in team not Izzet. Anything except for the Izzet / Grixis decks. I guess mono green's also the bad guy. I like Gruul or Azorius Aggro. I guess I would want to see the most if I had to choose one. I'll be relatively happy if any non-Izzet deck wins, especially if it's also not mono green, so mono white would be in there. Azorius Aggro is playing. That's a sign that maybe that's a little bit like Modern Humans. Did you see this Modern Humans list? Modern Humans, human tribal. Look at the mana base. Cavern of Souls for human, Unclaimed Territory for human. Not a lot of real lands. 4 Ragavan. Oh, we got a sideboard. 4 Ragavans in Modern Humans. Playing Epiphany in Izzet Aggro reminds me a little bit, just a tiny bit of humans in Modern playing. Wow, we should have sideboarded quicker. We might get slightly punished for not sideboarding quicker. Okay, 60, 61. We're going 61 card special. Green Red Splash in the Gate is also... No, it's not. Is it really werewolves with Epiphany? There are definitely a lot of Epiphanies. Ooh, You know what? I think we keep this. We got Disruption. No one in their right mind is going to counter Otherworldly Gaze. So we should be fine. We got 2 Demiliches, which hopefully we can get into the graveyard. Yeah, test with Talents on Epiphany would be pretty nice. Hermit for our opponent. Well, Shipwreck Marsh. Yeah, we're going to do this now, just in case they do decide to counter it. Graveyard. Yeah, we'll just mill the Hermit. Keep the other 2 on top. Ship the turn. Is it normal my account was struck on bronze? No, that's a known bug though that they're hopefully gonna fix. Is there a link to the deck list for World? So not currently. There was, but Wizards realized what was going on and took them down. Now let's Duress. I'm gonna counter the Duress? Okay. Alright, that's fine. So counters the Duress. They're up on magic.gg. Wait, did they actually post them officially? Maybe they posted them because they accidentally leaked them. Another Hermit. Awkward. Well, okay. Geist. Opponent counters. These Hermits are a problem. Hermits ended up being pretty good. Oh, maybe they did. Maybe they did officially publish them. They weren't supposed to publish them until Friday, but apparently they're up now. Opponent gets in, hits us. Land, please. So apparently this is more of a late game deck. Apparently we're trying to... Oh, we took out like all of our removal too. We're just gonna lose to these guys. Apparently we're trying to set up for the late game. Well, let's Blood Pact. Actually, you know what? Let's Demilich. Full price. Pass the turn. Get a body down. Opponent, leave it alone. Leave it alone, please. We'll look at the Worlds list after this match. Could Blue White control with Lich and Egg work? Yeah, I mean, that seems possible. The hard part is, if you're playing Demilich, you really need a lot of spells to power. We saw that last game where our opponent kept answering and answering it, and we needed every single one of our spells to actually win the game. We were down to like 0 cards in our library, 0 spells in our graveyard, so we needed every single one of those to actually get there. Opponent gonna get in and hit us, sure. Foretels. Oh, I wish we could counter. I wish we could counter things. Play the land. Go to combat. Get in with the Demilich. Flashback the Duress. Target you. About it. Counters the Duress. Huh. Okay. Hit ya. 16. Demilich. Go. I mean, we got 2 Demiliches down. Hey, what's up, Doug? Closing in on the 3-year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Epiphany, big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would love to see how Wizards operates in an environment with actual stakes. Teacher, Watsy. Oh, crap, I posted the test a day early for 10 minutes. Government Watsy. Well, now we got some employment negative somehow. And inflation is 30%. Yeah, I don't know if Wizards would make it in the real world. I'm not convinced that they'd make it in the real world. Opponent gets in, hits us. Passes. Well, land. This hand's not very good. Hand's not very good considering that our opponent can counter us and we can't counter our opponent. Like, this Benevolent Geist is huge. We have these 2 Disdainful Strokes, which are doing literally nothing. Maybe we were too greedy to take out a remove. Oh, yeah, we're super dead. Super duper dead. Go to combat. Yeah, we're just dead. Attack you. All right, so not this time for the Demiliches. Huh. Yeah, these Benevolent Geist is kind of insane. Well, draw some cards and die. Yesterday, I was playing Is It Dice and did 10 damage with 1 Play with Fire. Ooh, wait. How did you deal 10 damage with 1 Play with Fire? I'm actually sort of confused. Okay, so we gotta have some removal apparently, because our opponent is playing a whole bunch of Hermits. All right, now this time we should actually really officially sideboard. We can go down these temps. Temp doesn't seem great. Go up. Go up what? Power word kills? The counter's good. All of our card draw is good. I think we gotta have the counters. We just have to keep the Hermits off the battlefield so we can counter the Epiphanies. Like that's our challenge here. Epiphany, Demilich. Yeah, I mean, probably go down the Blood Pact. Bring in the power word kills. Because if we can test with talents, Epiphany, things get so much easier. Like, life becomes so better. The question is, what else can we cut, though? Like, we really need all the cheap cantrips to make the very janky plan work. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing what else we can cut. Like, we can't cut the MDFCs because we don't have many real lands in this deck. We have 14 real lands because everything's an MDFC. I don't think we can really cut the cantrips. Maybe that's enough removal. 2 Fading Hopes, 2 power word kills. You know, let's go down. Let's go 1 more power word kill. All right, here we go. Run it like that. I mean, Hope's not bad, right? Fading Hope is half the cantrip. Yeah, it's almost there. Down in Arena like a week ago, mainly a modern player, I drafted most of a green deck. Chariot plus Ren is gas. Yeah, Chariot plus Ren is kind of insane. That is the combo that is driving standard mono green at the moment. Yeah, it's I mean, if you like the deck, it's definitely a powerful deck that is worth building in paper. Does this deck need more hermits in the board? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we gotta have as many spells as possible. We really need the critical mass of spells to make the whole... yeah, mill that. To make the Demilich plan work? Ew. Alright, Seagate Reborn tapped. Go. I mean, we're not that far from a Demilich, I guess. I played a lot of Demiliches in Standard 2022. Not enough threats. Ooh. Huh. Mill the Disdainful Stroke. Keep the land and strategic planning? Yeah, let's do it like that. And play the land. Pass the turn. If we wanted to turbo meme, I mean, there's another exceedingly unpopular and common that just came out that also cares about high spell density. Oh, Delver? Yeah, I think my concern with Delver would be we just don't have a lot of remove. Whoa, my God. We just don't have a lot of removal targets. We just don't have a lot of removal targets, so it's hard to imagine in this deck that Delver is actually going to live, but strategic planning. Keep digging. Take a... Consider. Mill a Demilich. I mean, we're getting set up for the late game. Pass the turn. The Demiliches are going to be coming soon, hopefully. About it. Looking. Thinking. Yeah, I mean, we would like to test for talent something. Wow, are they gonna... Okay, Field of Ruin. I guess this is kind of bad. We don't have any black mana. Yeah, we're gonna go without... No black mana. The no black mana plan. Yeah, Delver Lich... I mean, we could try it. What else would be a good addition to this deck? It would be kind of interesting... I wonder if we could play a bunch of creatures in the sideboard and have like a somewhat transformational sideboard plan. Consider. Keep the curate. Curate. Mill the Disruption. Seagate Restoration. Demilich. Shields down. They can't Epiphany this turn. Get down the Demilich. Opponent. Manitize us. Yeah, which could be sweet. I mean, maybe going with more creatures. Could we support Demilich enough? Oh, Powerwood kills so bad. Cannot even kill that. It is not living up to its name when it suggests it will be able to kill things. Demilich. Power word live. Oh. You know what? We're gonna do this. You're not tutoring any lessons from your sideboard opponent. Smoldering Egg, Galvanic Iteration, Jawari Disruption. Get rid of the Divide by Zeros. Take a peek at our opponent's deck. I mean, it's a lot of Hermits and a lot of Epiphanies and a lot of card draw. All right, well. Exile them all. Get a Demilich. Opponent does not currently have an answer. They do have a card that is foretold. If they go land, flip this egg, it's pretty bad. These power word kills So bad. Opponent flips. Is Power Word Kill playable? Hey, what's up, Dr. Chandler? Did I miss the puppy? The puppy is playing with a friend at the moment. I'm waiting to get stuff to keep Bear from chewing through cords and electrocuting his poor puppy self. So I've been trying to. Oh boy, we're gonna lose this, aren't we? So I've been trying to, during streaming in specific, I've been trying to let him go to a friend's house, mostly to keep him safe. Should we be flashing this back? We can still only play one Demilich. All right, let's just play a Demilich. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if these power word kills were anything else, our life would be so much easier. Like, our opponent would have no threats, we'd be in great shape, but unfortunately, these power word kills are... Opponent finds a hermit. Unfortunately, these power word kills are not anything else. And that's putting us in an awkward position. Opponent passes. Okay. How can we do this? How do we get out of this? We know these things are going to flip. We have Alrund's Epiphanies in the graveyard, but we can't actually use them. We don't have removal that... We just can't kill the egg. The egg refuses to die. All right, so... How do we play this turn? There's got to be a good way to play this turn. Yeah, I got toys for him. I got good things to chew on. The problem is he's just very quick. And when I'm streaming, I can't really keep an eye on him all the time. So I'm a little nervous that he's just going to chew through a power cable and and it will not be good. So I got stuff coming that will hopefully help with that. Well, I mean, we might as well kill the hermit. Bonus exit. Yep. We will not pay. We will... Wow, why are we running out of time already? Go to combat. Get in with the Demilich. Flashback, consider. Cast it. Reduce the cost on the other Demiliches. We will keep that. Opponent. I mean, I guess we just play all the Demiliches and see what happens. Otherworldly Gaze. Opponent counters and flips. Sure. We will not pay. Strategic planning. Power word horrible. Okay, power word kill. Play the land. Demilich. Do some exiling. What? These power word kills, they gotta go. They gotta go. They are not going to do it. Exile. Demilich 2. Demilich. Exile. Can we do it? Exile. Strategic planning. Curate. Strategic planning. Oh, 3 Demiliches. Demiliches versus dragons. Cultist. Welcome to the fishbowl. Oh, that's an insanely good draw. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Opponent. Expressive iteration. Land and Geist. And I mean, if we get to attack with all these Demiliches, good things could happen. Potentially. Opponent. Looking at the Demiliches, thinking about their life. Hey, what's up, Devin the Dude? How are you? Opponent pass. Ooh, Fading Hope. That's actually kind of insane. Fading Hope. Bounce old Ashy over there. Yeah, I mean, we met Bear a little bit during last Thursday's stream. He was a little sleepy, but yes, I'm planning on having him here for streams. I just gotta make sure that he's safe is the main concern. I'll kill the Geist. Opponent. All right, here they come. That's a lot of Demiliches. Go to combat. Swing with the crew. Also going to be good. This is going to be good. We will flashback Consider. We will flashback Otherworldly Gaze. We will flashback Fading Hope. Bounce your Ashmouth. Oh! So good. So good. Oh, I know Stone Rain. I'm excited too to have him on stream. But yeah, I just gotta hopefully next week. I'm supposed to be getting some cord protector things, which I think will hopefully take care of the problem. So that's the idea. Get the cord protector things and then we should be good. Bounce it. Consider it. We'll keep it. Hit ya. All right. There you go, Bonnet. Sure. We'll land. Oh, Demilich is sweet when it goes off. It is so sweet. Oh, I'm glad the computer's back up, Devin. Are you doing a costume for Christmas or Halloween? Well, I got the Santa costume, so there will probably be a Christmas holiday stream, but there might be a Halloween themed costume stream too. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, that is, those cord cover concealer things are similar to what I'm getting to hopefully an opponent's scooped it. Wow. That was a ridiculous game. This deck has some interesting late game staying power combo potential. Maybe Demilich is sweet. Maybe Demilich is actually pretty sweet. Need a neon green dog bed for Bear to pop up for the bottom left. I still haven't figured out the best way to consistently have him on stream. Like, I can bring him on stream and like hold him in front of the camera. I can, if he passes out, I could probably put a camera on him if he's sleeping. But otherwise, he's a moving little puppy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Power Word Kill. Power Word Kill is Power Word disappointing. I feel like that card is stone unplayable in our current format. I mean, it's good against the green decks. I think that's where it shines. Like, against green, not losing life is nice, and it kills everything. But against that deck, I mean, maybe we have an Inferno Grasp. Let's add another one. Maybe we run a split like that. I mean, the decks seem pretty sweet, though. So, yeah, here's the world stacks. We have, is it Epiphany? Pretty straightforward standard stuff. Play Epiphanies, only real threats other than divide by zeros to get things from the sideboard. Like Mascot Exhibition. Mono green, pretty much typical mono green. There's a Primal Adversary, I guess, is not in all the builds, but Azeka's Chariot beats you down. Temur Treasures, kind of just, I don't know, blue mid-range, Temur mid-range. It's Azeka's Chariot. It's aggressive. One of the more aggressive takes. Goldspan Dragon. One of the other pillars of the format. Going in blue just for the counter spells. More Epiphanies. Mono white aggro. Interesting with mono white aggro, playing Stonebinder's Familiar. Stonebinder, that's a card that I hadn't really seen play before rotation, but it synergizes with Sun Gold Sentinel. It synergizes with Elite Spellbinder. It's a one-drop that can potentially get really big. I'm interested in playing the Grixis Epiphany deck. I don't know if this is a deck... I don't know. What do you think of the Grixis Epiphany deck? Hey, what's up, Horatio? How are you? Do you want to see this deck at some point? I put this deck together. Would it be enjoyable to watch or not? On one hand, it's an Elrond's Epiphany deck. On the other hand, it's got Leer, and it's playing the Celestis. 3 copies of the Celestis. There's no day-night synergies we're trying to pull off. We're just playing the Celestis. It's ramping us. It's looting us, maybe, doing what the Celestis does without werewolves. I think it could be interesting to see. But really, there's not a ton of spice. If there's anything that's spicy, It's probably Mori's Azorius Tempo deck, which is still got an Elrond's Epiphany, but it's kind of mono white that's splashing into blue for Spectral Adversary in Hermits and more sideboard cards like Elrond's Epiphany. How many Epiphanies are there? Like, the number of Epiphanies, there's 16 players in this tournament, 4 Epiphanies in that deck, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 22, 26, 30, 34, 35. Whoa, 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 whoa. Only 3 Epiphanies. 39 Epiphanies. That's a lot of Epiphanies. There will be extra turns taken at Worlds. You want to see the Grixis deck? Let's do another Demilich game. I do have the Grixis deck put together, so we might try the Grixis deck in a minute. Do I listen to electronic music? I mean, I don't not listen to electronic music, but it's not one of the genres I listen to the most. What about 4 Lich, 4 Delver, 4 Eye Twitch with Deadly Disputes, with heavy removal spells, 4 Grace for Consider, Mana Beast, and like 20 lands? Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Oh, hopefully we're up against Mono Green. These 2 Tempteds, okay. I feel like the Tempteds are really good against Mono Green, much less good against other decks, but against Mono Green, that's some serious yoink potential. Land on blue. Go. All right, opponent, do your worst. Mono Green Splashing Epiphany, actually, that sounds like a joke, but I don't think it's actually a joke. Mono Green Splashing Epiphany would probably be good. Like, you could do that, and wow, should we do that? That might be broken. Great news, I broke Dragon's Approach. With a single card, just use Spellweaver's Helix, copy Dragon's Approach, and either use an extra turn spell or Throes of Chaos, and use Cascade to hit another Dragon's Approach to cast Throes again. Poor man Thrumming Stone. Ooh, wait. Does that actually work? Old Growth Troll. All right, sure. Well, Graveyard and Graveyard? Huh. So I think wait, does that plan actually work with Spellweaver's Helix? Copy the Dragon's Approach, and then use an extra turn spell or Throes of Chaos, and Cascade to hit another Dragon's Approach to cast Throes again. I'm confused. I'm confused by the plan. I might be missing something. Well, let's Shipwreck Marsh. Kill the Sculptor. And pass the turn. Come on, let's get him. Let's get him. We're gonna get him. Chimcho, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on. Tap out. Oh, opponent does not tap out. In that case, well, yoink. Ooh, come to us, Old Growth Troll. Come to us. Azeka's Chariot. I wish we could have countered that, but that's okay. That's okay. We didn't want to live. Gaze. Mill and... We actually kind of want all of these. Ooh, how do we do this? How did the last game end? We ended up winning somehow. It was... it was a long, grindy game, but we ended up winning somehow. All of these cards actually seem kind of good. I wish we could draw the Consider right now. Well, let's keep the Consider. Let's keep the Consider, and then we'll decide what we're going to do next turn. Stack them like this, so we hit the Consider first. Duress you, just in case. Get rid of something. Oh, that's a hand. That is a real hand. Huh. Well, take Blizzard Brawl, I guess. Demilich. Gotta get rid of the Fatal Push. Tap land. Go. I feel like we have to hope they don't hit the land. I feel like if we take the Ren, then they just wreck us with Blizzard Balls. So we're hoping they don't top deck a land here. And that we can start going off with Demilich. If we get to attack with Demilich, then we can flashback the Duress and take the Ren next turn. So we need one turn without our opponent drawing the land. And we get rid of both. Okay, it's a tap land. It's a tap land. Ooh, we survive. We survive and thrive. And we get rid of the Ren, and we're in business, and we got a shot. We actually got a shot. Yeah, the Vesperlar combo is actually pretty good. It is a strong combo. Oh, actually. Enchant Forest you control. So we shouldn't have to enchant our opponent's forest, thankfully. Well, yeah, we'll trade it. Kill the Chariot. Oh, we're gonna have a tough decision here, actually. Well, go to combat. Attack with Demilich. Duress. Duress you. What do we take? What is scarier? I actually don't know what's scarier here. All right, chat, give me your votes. I need your votes. Hair downstream. I mean, the hair is kind of falling down at the moment. So we're halfway there. You think Ren? I think it's actually I think it's actually really close. Steal, shoot Chariot, steal Ren with... Yeah, I guess we can steal the Ren token. That's true. I actually kind of like that idea because we have multiple tempted by the orcs. Yeah, let's take the Chariot. I kind of like that idea. So take the Chariot. See what our opponent does here. I mean, the other issue is we're kind of getting beaten down by cats, which is a little bit scary. We're actually very close to dead, aren't we? There's a Faceless Haven too. Thankfully, there's only one Snow as is close. Opponent. Okay, double blocks. That's what we wanted. Because we can just recast it anyway. So kill them both. Kill them both. Consider. Draw the land. Play the land. Demilich. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back the Demilich. Foretell. Go. Oh, can we take down Mono Green? We might be doing it. With Spellweaver Helix, you exile a Dragon's Approach and another sorcery from graveyard. Every time you cast Dragon's Approach with Spellweaver triggers, you can cast the other spell from exile. If it's Throes of Chaos, then you cascade and the trigger goes off, and you hopefully hit and cast another Dragon's Approach to cast the Throes again. Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to do. So, So basically don't play anything you can cascade into other than Dragon's Approaches. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. that is a cool idea. Yeah, I was getting stuck on, wait, how are we cascading into it? So if you can get a Dragon's Approach in your graveyard and you can get a Throes of Chaos, you can exile the Throes of Chaos, cast the Dragon's Approach. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a sweet idea. That sounds spicy. No blocks. Down to 9. Ooh, fading. Wow, that's actually a great draw. That is kind of the perfect draw. So we get to tempt. Steal the big token. Fade the little token. Land to the bottom. Demilich the red. Gaze. It's working. This deck is working. Did Demilich break standard? Are we there? Are we there to standard being broken by Demilich? We beat Ren. If we take down Is It and we take down Mono Green, does that mean this is the best deck in standard? What a turn. What a turn. Wow, that was a great turn. That was so good. If we can beat both of these decks, maybe this deck is legit. We didn't break it. We played the deck. It's actually Strosky that originally built it. So this is cute. This is a cute turn. Go to combat. Oh, I love this. This is so good. Attack. Tempt. So good. We cast it during combat before blockers are declared. Yoink the old growth troll. Okay. Well, thank you, opponent, for growing our old growth troll. Might want to have that timing slightly different. There might have been a slightly better window to cast that fight spell about it. Because I do Mammoth. Oh boy, I think we would like that. It might take us another turn, but I think we would like to steal that Mammoth. And opponent's done at 20 life. The best deck in standard. Can't keep up with the Demiliches. You can cantrip easily to draw your win con, fill your graveyard with a recurring, but you probably should use a second win con. Demilich with Ashmouth backup could be pretty spicy. Yeah, maybe a second win con could be helpful. Boy, the Tempted by the Orcs went off that game. Like that was really good. So this is a matchup where Power Word Kill's good. Soul Shatter's fine. Infernal Grasp and Flunk are good. Tempted by the Orc is good. Well, we can go down janky counters, I think. Oh, how else can we get these to fit in the deck? Go down the Blood Pact. I mean, we just want to do that. Demilich, flashback, kill your stuff, steal your stuff again and again and again. Maybe go down the Duresses. Maybe this is not a Duress matchup. Something like this, just all the removal, all the Demiliches, all the time. If you were entering a historic tournament, what deck would you bring? Oh, so if my goal was purely to win, and no interest in spiciness or fun, probably Jeskai Control. I mean, I think Jeskai Control is really, really good. If I was wanting to enjoy myself, Shaman. I think Shaman's also very good, but probably not as good as Jeskai Control when it comes to winning a tournament. I think the top tier is probably Control and Sacrifice. Humans may be on the rise. Oh, someone asked yesterday about the historic metagame not updating. The reason for that, the historic metagame has actually been updating. The problem is there have just not been any tournaments. So that's why you see the most recent tournament was the 14th. I believe the criteria for being published on Goldfish is the tournament has to have at least 15 players, and there have not been any tournaments published since September 14th somehow. Must be everyone was just playing standard, so it's working properly. We just haven't had historic tournaments recently. Yeah, we got the Tempt. We'll keep this. Blood Chief Sir's also good. Has there been? I haven't really played historic since Innistrad came out. Has Innistrad made any impact? Like, is there anything? I've been trying to look through Modern to find a Modern deck, a sweet Modern deck to play with Innistrad stuff. Zombies is coming. I've been messing around with Zombies, so Modern Zombies is happening. But there hasn't been a huge impact of Innistrad. Has Innistrad made an impact on Historic? Historic's just not been fun to play. Yeah, I mean, I guess having Jeskai Control at the top of the meta is probably not enjoyable for everyone. Hey, what's up, Love from Portugal? Love from the US. Good to see you. Well, let's consider. Keep the Flunk. Seagate Restoration tapped. Go. Have we Jawari Disrupted anyone yet? I feel like we haven't. Hi, what's up, Jim? How are you? Yes, I did just get a new cam, like a month or two ago. It is so much better than the old one. So much cleaner. So yeah, that was a recent upgrade. I'm glad it's noticeable. How have you been, Jim? Good to see ya. All right, boom, getting trolled. Sculptor of Winter. All right. Now let's flunk that. We would like to steal the troll, ideally. We haven't hit a... What did you get? It's a Sony... I don't know the bottom number off the top of my head. It was like somewhat expensive, but send me a message or something on Twitter, Jim, and I'll look after the stream. I don't remember the model number off the top of my head, but it is a Sony camera. It's not a webcam. It's like an actual camera, and then use like the Streamlink stuff, the Elgato like Streamlink, to turn it into a webcam essentially. So yeah, but the quality is so much better than my old webcam. I'd rather watch you play Control for a month straight than a non-interactive combo deck. Really, not a fan of non-interactive combo decks. I like playing combo decks. Come on. No snakeskin veils. Yes. Oh, Tempt is so good in this matchup. Like, we're winning against mono green basically just by stealing our opponent's trolls. Toski. Sure. Okay, how do we want to do this? There's a Toski. We want a Demilich. We need to find a Demilich. Strategic planning. Take Consider for now. Consider. See if we can find Demilich. Oh, there it is. Graveyard. Land. Ooh, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to cast the Demilich. One, 2, 3, 4. All right. There it is. The flying skull has arrived. Oh, Jim, I got to message you as well, actually, about how you do your dog cam, your puppy cam. I got a puppy now, and everyone wants a puppy cam, and I haven't figured out exactly how to do it, so we need to chat. We need to chat at some point. Dog of Myth with the gift sub to GLHF Magic. Good luck, have fun. Welcome. Thank you for your subscription, and thank you to Dog of Myth for handing it out. Big super cheer for you. What's the name of the software you're using for your regular camera as a webcam? It's Elgato Streamlink, I believe is what it's called. So Demilich down. We can't kill the Toski. I'll play the land. Foretell. Oh, we don't have enough spells, do we? We do not. All right, pass the turn. Keep the troll back so our opponent can't draw cards. And Jim Davis with the gift sub from Dog of Myth. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Werewolf Pack Lita. Sure. That would be a good one to steal. We would not mind stealing that. Opponent gets in. We block. Should we play a single forest so we have a land to enchant with the old growth trolls that we steal? It seems like we steal a lot of trolls. Kill the back leader. Untap. Okay, so Demilich, Epiphany's so much better with Demilich out. Let's consider Mill Jawari Disruption. More lands. Play the land. You know, maybe we just take the extra turn. Epiphany. Jim Davis handing out the gift sub to Salundi Vision. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you as well. Thank you. Yeah, I would take Jim down. Jim and his goblins, no match for a Panharmonicon. So mill this. Yeah, we'll keep the other two. Draw the consider first. Maybe we should have just... Maybe it would have been better to just cast the Seagate Restoration. Attack, attack, hit ya. Wow, so many subs. The gift sub train is rolling. Selene Vision with the gift sub to Canafall. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, let's gaze again. Actually, no, we know what's on top. Let's just Demilich. Demilich. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's back. And wow, we have taken down, I think, like, assuming we continue to win this game, which we should, we would have taken down Izzet, and we would have taken down Mono Green back to back with Demilich. Maybe this deck actually has Froghemoth. Okay. Sure. That's good against our graveyard plan. All right. About it. Gonna go attacking. All right. Block and block. Kill the frog. We'll find another. We got many Demiliches in our deck. So opponent hits us for 1. Draws a card. Exiles our Demilich, I assume. Yeah. Okay, all right. We'll find another one. Seagate Restoration. Draw a few cards. Land. Go. I mean, we're gonna find that usually we get to the late game and we just have a whole board full of Demiliches coming out. Like that's what we try to get to with this deck. Do you have a stream deck or a capture card? Capture card, I believe. I don't have a stream deck, so it's got to be capture card. About it. Gets in. We block. Toski is not getting through this troll very well. Okay. Well, I think the yoinkage. Oh. As much as we complained about Power Word Kill earlier, it's so good in this matchup. Like this is where Power Word Kill is at its best. Consider. You know what? Maybe we keep this. Let's keep the land. Play the land. Tempt. Steal the pack leader. Oh, snake. Boo. Boo. Opponent. Boo. We just wanted to steal your pack leader. That's all. Well, mill a couple. Where's our Demiliches? We're not doing a good job of finding Demiliches. Dogamith with the gift sub to Holith. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. I guess, yeah, we did miss a Mana Tithe opportunity, didn't we? Huh. I will take the blame for that. I guess we probably could have Mana Tithe there. Strategic planning. Take strategic planning. Yeah, that might have been a tiny a punt adjacent. Punt adjacent. It's not like me to miss a Mana Tithe, but I'm not used to playing blue Mana Tithes. I'm not used to playing blue Mana Tithes, so I blame. Wow, they played the Mammoth as a. Interesting. They played the Mammoth as a land rather than a creature. A block. Opponent gets to draw a card. But the Demilich is coming. It's coming. Oh. Okay, Ranger class. That's less than optimal. Alrund's Epiphany, on the other hand, is fairly optimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Oh, we can Epiphany and... We can Epiphany Demilich. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be game. Epiphany. Dirty Epiphany. You got to do what you got to do in Demilich land. Demilich. 3 mana off the Epiphany. Troll you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now the fun begins. Opponent. Would you like to take 4? Oh, well, I think our deck is making up for the pun. Untap. Oh, another one. That's another one. All right, what do we have in our graveyard? Temps, right? Is probably the best. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's lethal. All right, that looks lethal to me. Attack. I think we would like to steal your wolf token before it can block any of our things. And little bit of punning, not a problem. Beating our opponent down with their own creatures. So good. Oh, it's so good. Wow. Yeah, that's... Yeah, Epiphany exiles itself. This deck's sweet. This deck's actually really cool. I gotta say, well, shout out to Strosky for for putting together a really interesting, unique deck. It reminds me, do you remember from like a standard season ago? You gotta do the exclamation point first. Yeah, I was thinking that siphoning could actually be good in this deck. I kind of want to play siphoning. It doesn't fill the graveyard. It's probably better than Blood Pact. I kind of want to... Are we making the deck worse by adding Siphon Insight? Probably. Is it worth it? Also probably. 4 main deck duresses. How do we make room for it? I guess we just trim. Tempted by the Orc was key there. Yeah, I mean the leak was definitely a bummer. Yeah, this deck has been super fun. Super fun. All right, how do we get Siphon Insight in this deck? I enjoy casting Siphon Insight. I don't know if it reminds me of the Dredge deck. That's what I was gonna say. This reminds me of the standard Dredge deck from a couple of seasons ago, where you could mill like Creeping Chills and Arclight Phoenixes. You couldn't even really cast Arclight Phoenixes. It was like a blue-black like Dredge style deck. It's probably bad, but it is super fun. I mean, it is 2 spells. It's kind of expensive. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is it doesn't fill the graveyard. Like, that's the main concern. If you look at all of our cantrips, fills the graveyard, we're playing Otherworldly Gates. Like, we're going all the way to filling the graveyard. Curate fills the graveyard. Let's add 1. Let's add 1 for now over the 3-mana card draw, which is kind of meh. All right, this deck's been sweet. Oh, they leaked the world's lists ended up leaking due to an error from somewhere. I'm actually not sure, but now they're up on magic.gg, like the esports site. But yeah, they accidentally leaked this morning. They weren't supposed to go up till Friday. I mean, I feel bad for the players. I guess the nice thing is we might try the Grixis Leer deck at some point, which looked kind of interesting. So it's kind of, maybe it'll get people hyped for the event. Maybe being able to see some of the cool decks ahead of time will make people want to turn in and watch the event. Our opponent might be playing Grixis Leer. So maybe there could be some good that comes out of it. Well, no, it got leaked on MTG Melee. That's, I don't know exactly how the behind the scenes stuff works at Melee, but the list accidentally got published on Melee, and then I think people found them and then just started tweeting about them, and then it was public knowledge at that point. The Leer deck is just the result of an inbred metagame, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. So you think the Leer deck is just good for Worlds and probably not good in the broader meta? That's possible. I could see that. What are we taking here? We don't really care about Battle of Frost and Fire. We can play around Jwari Disruption. Well, I guess Divide by Zero is probably the most annoying for us. Let's pass. We can't Demilich this turn anyway. About it. Untaps. Leer seems really bad when mono green is 25% of the field. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know how good the matchup is against mono green. It might be not a great matchup. Although, I don't know if Leer... I feel like the Leer versions are probably better than the Izzet versions against mono green. So maybe there's some upside. Huh, maybe we can't play around. Jawari Disruption. On second thought. Yeah, let's... I guess we're waiting. Tabland, go. About it on taps. Leer is the thing that lets you flash back all the graveyard stuff. About it. Yeah, this deck is really cool. I can't. Okay, they played the Jawari Disruption. Our life just got better, I think. So maybe we just, you know what? Let's just cast a Demilich. One. Oh, but I don't want to exile. You know what? We're gonna have to do this. Yeah, we gotta graze to get more cards in the graveyard because we don't want to exile all these without doing anything. Mill. Yeah, mill them all. Mill them all. Get at the Demilich. It's going to get bounced, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Tempt doesn't seem to do anything here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Demilich 1 has arrived. I mean, if you untap with Leer, you just get to cast all of your card draw again. You get to cast our removal again. You get to cast Divide by Zero to keep getting lessons from your sideboard. So it is, if you get to untap with it and have all your mana, it's really strong. Like, just imagine Divide by Zero, Mascot Exhibition, Flashback Mascot Exhibition. Like, how do you, or flashback your Divide by Zero, get another Mascot Exhibition, Flashback Mascot Exhibition. I don't know how you actually realistically beat that, at least most decks. Yeah, let's Demilich. Disruption. Go. Leave up the janky. Demilich is a wizard, so this is a janky party spell pierce, but it's actually, oh, come on. Battle of Frost and Fire. We'll counter it. We'll counter it so good. Come on, opponent. No one plays around Concerted Defense. They might play around Jawari Disruption, but no one plays around Concerted Defense. Aww. All right, sure. Opponent gonna start stealing our stuff. Well, our stuff I don't think is very good against our deck, so that's probably fine. Did I see Croaky's party list? I think briefly, yeah. We're only 2-0. We have won both games, but not quickly. This deck goes to the late game. It's such a long, slow, grindy kind of deck. Opponent. All right, passes. Well, this means we get to untap with Demilich, which is sweet. Let's strategic planning. Mill some cards. Take the duress. Duress our opponent. They negate. Sure. Well, gaze. Demilich? We could use another Demilich, maybe. Ooh, Epiphany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, mill. Yeah, mill. Mill them all. Seagate Restoration, untapped. Go to combat. Get in with the Demilich. Flashback the duress. We are going to resolve this duress. Our opponent doesn't want us to, but it's happening. Hey, what's up, Two Bluebin? How are you today? We are Demiliching. Weird spell slingy graveyardy value. I'll take the Battle of Frost and Fire. Hit ya. Down to 16. About it. Okay, stole our Consider. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Opponent untaps. And Consider is really stupid in the Leer deck too. Yeah, Consider is just a really strong card. There's a Battle of Frost and Fire. Sure. So this does slow our Demilich for a turn. There might have been some argument to bouncing it. I would like to bounce one that they steal, though. All right, just draw one. All right. Gaze. Mill. Keep the Consider. Demilich returns. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. The Demiliches just keep coming. That is the power Demilich is. I feel like there could be a very good Golgari deck in Standard. I think Golgari has potential. I don't know how it... The challenge with Golgari is it, I think. I think Golgari can definitely crush mono green. Is it? Gotta find the right plan to beat is it. Probably a bunch of discard. Wow, they are... Huh. I'm not sure how our opponent is playing around this concerted defense so efficiently. That is interesting about it. They played around concerted defense for like multiple turns in a row. Siphon Insight. Going to try to steal our cards. Hey, thank you, CJ. Or CJeff. How is Demilich doing in Historic these days? I don't feel like Demilich has done much in Historic. Opponent steals a card. It is Curate. Yeah, they have played around concerted defense multiple turns in a row somehow. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Just hit Mythic. I started to play a meme deck and destroy a mono green with Jund, green is ramp, and Ardent Elemental in Blood Snow every turn. Ooh, that sounds sweet, Daniel. That sounds super sweet. All right, opponent foretells what I assume is in Elrond's Epiphany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Elrond's Epiphany. 2 can play the Epiphany game. Extra turn. Opponent chumps. What are we flashing back next turn? Well, untap. Oh, wow, that's a good draw. Okay, so, on second thought, Seagate Reborn untapped. Go to combat, hit ya. Flashback a Consider. Wow, this deck like almost combos off. Consider, cast it. Mill the bounce spell. Draw a Spell Pierce, which is probably good. Opponent chumps. That's fine. We only got 2 Dirty Epiphanies. We found them both. Take another one. We are the Dirty Epiphany player now. Joy Disruption. Go to combat. Attack you. Oh, this deck's so sweet. Grab a Strategic Planning. Strategically plan for our future win. Take the Duress, which is not bad. Hit ya. Down to 6. Duress ya, might as well. What do you got? It's a Cathartic Pyre. We will take that too. We will play another Demilich. Pass. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that should do it. I mean, we got 2 counters in hand, 3 counters in hand. I guess we can only cast 2 of them, but we should be good. Opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Not playing around at this time, are you? Well, you're playing around one of them, but concerted defense. Standard Spell Pierce. About it. Pay that 2 and then scoop it up. Another one? We got another one? We got another one for you? Maybe this deck is insane. Oh. I mean, I don't know if they are sniping. I would not ever accuse. I don't like to accuse people of sniping. They might just be playing very tightly. Like, maybe they've seen this deck list. Maybe they saw it on Twitter and they noticed the concerted defenses and they're playing around them properly. So it's got to be, for me to accuse someone of sniping, it's got to be really obvious. Hey, what's up, Sir Roberts? How are you? Yeah, we're winning in a very interesting way with this really sweet Demilich deck. The audio's, yeah, I also got a new mic. The new mic is is really nice. Really, really good. I went to I went to the microphone store. Microphones are us. But I went for the microphone store, and the guy was a great salesman. He was selling me, and I was gonna get a different mic, and he was like, this is the microphone that Michael Jackson used to record the Bad album. And I mean, I just had to get it. I don't even really listen to Michael Jackson. That might be sacrilege, but I don't really listen to Michael Jackson music. But that sold me, and it's worked out. It sounds great. Oh yeah, it's a Shure SMB B7. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I feel like my setup is getting better. I still got to finish a little bit of the background. I think it'll look good once it's done. What I really need to get is some magic art. Yeah, he was a very good salesman. Definitely props to him. He definitely sold me on a lot of stuff that I probably didn't need to. Because I was trying to get stuff for music recording, and it just happened that I got this as well. Has the dog done anything to really get you steamed yet? Oh, Bear is amazing. It kind of blows my mind. Like, he's way better than he should be, being like just over 3 months old. Oh, we're sideboarding. The main issue I have with him is just he gets stubborn and sometimes will just not listen. Like if I'm taking him out for a walk or something and he doesn't feel like going somewhere, he's pretty chubby for his age, and he will just plop his chubby puppy butt down and will not move until you like, you can beg him and you can ask him and you can try to lure him with treats, and he'll just sit there and he'll just look at you. The other thing he does, the only other thing he does that kind of made me a little bit mad, and really I blame myself for this. So I had this technique. I've talked a little bit. Oh, do you think a body of research could be good? We still need the colors is the problem. I don't know how we get triple green. If it wasn't for the fact that triple green is really hard, probably impossible for us to actually pull off in this deck, it would be sweet. The other thing he does, he's pretty smart. So I've talked a little bit about being worried about him with the wires in here. So sometimes, like, I had to do the podcast, and it's only for an hour. So I take and just put a little puppy gate up to keep him from coming into the room where I record in. And he can come right up to the door. He can even see me around the door, but he doesn't like that. He doesn't like the puppy gate because he wants to come in and just chill by me, which is awesome. But he's very well potty trained, like amazingly well potty trained for his age. Like, he doesn't really go to the bathroom in the house at all, unless I lock him out of the office, the streaming room, with the puppy gate, and then he will pee on the floor, like right outside of it, looking at you to send you a message. That's his way of, I don't know, showing that he's angry. He will. That's the only time he goes to the bathroom on the floor. So yeah. But he's been, I've been amazed because I've talked to some other people that have had puppies from the same litter, and they've had a lot more issues like potty training and some of that kind of stuff. But he's been super spectacular. What instruments do I play? I started with playing piano. I took piano lessons when I was little, and then I taught myself guitar while I was a teenager. So that was kind of the two main instruments. And if you play guitar, you can kind of play bass a little, not be a bass player, but you can pluck out a bass line. So drums I can't play at all. But yeah, so keyboards and guitars mostly. What are we milling here? Do we need the land? Probably not. All right, mill the land. We always take out a removal and then get kind of wrecked by, ooh, haha. Maybe we can steal some of our opponent's removal. Play the land. Duress you. Opponent. Oh, you teach drums? That's awesome. Can you read music? Hopefully. I used to be able to read music. Whether or not I can still read music, that I'm not 100% sure on. It's been a while. But yeah, I learned how to read music back when I was taking piano lessons. So I used to know how to read music, and I took some music theory and stuff. I'm sure I could pick up reading music again, but it's been a while since I've actually had to read music. That's one of the funny things about like playing in a band or something. Most of the time, at least the bands I've been around, most people don't read music. So I'm sure I'm a little rusty, a lot rusty as far as actually sight reading. Might I suggest pack and play for babies? He can be contained and safely in the room. Maybe that's the thing to do. Maybe I just need to put him in something in the room so he can still be in the room, but he also cannot get to the chords. I have some like chord covers coming that I was planning on hoping that those would work, but that's also a pretty good idea. Land tapped. Pass the turn. I think we're just going to Siphon Insight and make our opponent sack the Hermit if they want to. I guess we could bounce it. Bounce it and then Siphon Insight. I don't know if that's worth it either. About it. Hits us. Land. Well, Siphon Insight. Would you like to counter it, opponent? You shouldn't counter this, but it's so brutal to... It's just so brutal. It feels so bad. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Divide by 0. All right, we're going to bounce a Hermit now. Get that out of here. We want to resolve this Insight and steal your Elrond's Epiphanies. That is the plan. Duress. Ooh, I kind of like that. We will keep the Duress. All right, new plan. Duress. Take your environmental sciences. Keep the mana screw going. Demilich hits the battle. The best card in Standard. The new best card in Standard. Demilich down. Opponent. What do you got? Hermit. Sure. Ooh, an Epiphany. Well, what do we got in our graveyard? Duresses for days. Oh, but they can Hermit it. No, that's fine. Go to combat. Attack you. Duress. Take the cloning, the copying spell. Hit you for 4. Juari Disruption. Are we going to win this one too? Maybe this deck is actually just good. Imagine getting jumped by a bunch of nerds and one of them saying, let's divide it by 0. It's kind of funny that divide by 0 has ended up being so good. I will admit, now that we've reached post-rotation Standard, lessons are better than I expected them to be. Ouch. Opponent. Opponent. All right, well. Sure. I guess we'll just have to steal our opponent's cards. Siphon Insight. I think we will take Memory Deluge over the land. Take the Deluge. Go to combat. Hit ya. No flashing back. Play a Hermit of our own. Pass the turn. Put it down to 12. The Demilich is flowing. Yeah, lessons ended up being pretty good. Hey, Seth, glad to see you. Glad to see you, Dyphon. Want to ask about how about a deck upgrade to best of 3, but internet connection just broke a few seconds ago. Now I need your wisdom. Let me take a look. Opponent. So we're trying to upgrade to best of 3. Just Scoot. Ooh. So Scoot Swarm, Toski, some tempo-y stuff, some bounce stuff. So I mean, the thing I would say is, in the sideboard, if you're going to be playing best of 3, I don't know about 4 Toski. I guess you really want a Toski. 4 of an Indestructible Legend, though, is, I don't know if that's a good plan or not, but it is sweet. Like, you definitely want 1 to draw cards, because Toski's really powerful. I would say, in the sideboard, in the Bant colors, I'd be looking for counter spells to fight against the Izzet deck, and then I'd be looking for removal to fight against the green deck. So I'd probably be going like 4 Skyclave Apparitions, maybe some Fateful Absences, and then also a bunch of negates and... how do we want to do this? Play the land, and then also a bunch of negates, and Disdainful Strokes. I think that's the easiest way to just upgrade that deck for best of 3. Oh, Scootate was so fun. Mutate was such a good mechanic. It never really got its... Alright. It never really got its time to shine in Standard, but Mutate was a really sweet mechanic. Alright, hit you with the Demilich. Siphon... The one Siphon Insight's been pretty good. We put 1 Siphon Insight in the deck, and we have stolen Memory Deluge and another Siphon Insight. Wow. All right, opponent's going to do some blocking. Sure. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. I assume this is an Epiphany, right? It's gotta be. Gotta be an Epiphany. Geist returns. Yeah. And, well, Siphon Insight. Ooh, whiff. All right, take a land. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we really want something in the graveyard. Life would be so much easier with something in the graveyard. I'm worried about our opponent just comboing off, making their stuff uncounterable, and double Elrond's Epiphanying. That would be an issue. Well, let's Deluge. Go digging. Thank you, opponent, for the Deluge. Have you seen Galvanic Iteration with Stormkill Martis? If you... Ooh, they have a negate. Man, we can't counter it. Okay. Well, land. Go attacking. Opponent takes it. Well, all right, let's see what they can do. This has got to be Elrond's Epiphany. Opponent. We were correct. It is an Elrond's Epiphany. Yeah, we actually played Standard Storm. We played Standard Storm with the copying spells. It's really sweet, Worker Dog. We haven't played it since rotation. We played it just before rotation, but yeah, the copy spells with Stormkill Martis, really, really powerful. I mean, the deck was pretty janky. It was definitely more like against the odds level, but the combo turns... Uh-oh. The combo turns were really spectacular. Oh, Benevolent Geist is giving us all kinds of heartaches. Double Siphon Insight. Okay. Opponent would like to steal all the cards. The bad news is we just haven't gotten anything in the graveyard for the Demilich. We need a cheap spell. We need a cheap spell to get in the graveyard to pump our Demilich. Opponent steals 2 of our cards. One of them was a land. Goes attacking with the Geist. Sure. We find... No, Curate is a cheap spell. We will cast it. Well, Concerted Defense doesn't do anything with Geist out. Duress is not bad, though. So, Concerted Defense in the graveyard. Keep the Duress. Duress our opponent. Try to make sure they don't have another Epiphany. Take the Deluge. Go to combat. Attack. Flashback. Curate. Draw a card. Fill the graveyard. Well, I guess we're taking a strategic planning. Mill 1, keep 1. About it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Blocks. Well, we will strategic planning. Take a consider. Pass the turn. Otherworldly Gaze is a card our opponent stole. If they find an Epiphany off this and we lose to our own Otherworldly Gaze. Oh, they only milled 2. They found one. We're going to lose to it. Oh, we're going to lose to Halt. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh! Okay. Well, that I guess counts as a punt. Totally did not see that Hall of the Storm Giants. I wonder if this... Well, I don't know if this deck can afford to play Field of Ruin. Yeah. So we've seen this happen multiple times where people sideboard in a whole playset of the Hermit, and that's an issue. That is an issue. It makes us leave in removal, which we really don't want to be leaving in. Like, we really don't want to be leaving in removal to deal with Hermits, but we kind of gotta leave in removal to deal with Hermits, because if we don't leave in removal to deal with Hermits, then our opponent can just go off with their Epiphanies. So I guess we gotta bring in... Maybe we go on the Fading Hopes. Bring in a Power Word Kill. Bring in some hard removal. Run it like that. I mean, Hermit doesn't do anything with our opponent. Hey, thank you, Tom. Hermit doesn't do anything with our opponent having the backside of Hermit. The backside of Hermit beats the front side of Hermit. And that was kind of the scenario we were in there is... Our opponent's Benevolent Geist just stops our Hermit from doing anything. That's what we were kind of talking about with the problem with people sideboarding in Hermits and us not being able to deal with them. Now, strategic planning. Ooh, no lands. That's awkward. Well, take a Consider. Pass the turn, opponent taps. Well, there's a Demilich. Consider. No, mill it. Oh, Consider. Mill it. Land. Oh, that's a turn that loses you the game. That is exactly the kind of turn that loses you the game. All right, we hit a land way too late. Pass the turn. Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad news about it. Now, let me see your Infect deck, Dr. Shandor. I would love to take a look at it. Opponent plays a land, passes. Well, Gaze. Well, there's our lands, finally. We will keep lands. Untap. Shipwreck March. Duress you. Ooh. Finfect is definitely a fun archetype. Yeah, I mean that looks fun. Got good death touchers to go with the Fin. Good removal spells. Season of Growth is spicy tech. The hard part with Finfect is just it's so reliant on Fin. Like when you have Fin, it's really insane. When you don't have it, you gotta have a good backup plan. Nighthawk Scavenger is actually pretty reasonable. Like that's pretty big, but that's kind of the challenge. The games where you have Fin are awesome, and the games when you don't draw Fin, you're playing Vampire of the Dire Moons and whatnot. But yeah, it looks like a solid Historic Infect deck. Opponent's going to counter the Duress. Okay. Well, Demilich coming down. All right, opponent spending many counters that turn. Sure. Memory Deluge. All right, so opponent is just giving up by the looks. I mean, this is fine because we get to Duress into Demilich with Concerted Defense up, so I think it's still fine. Hearthstoric. I've used the Hearthstoric joke too many times. Opponent, land. No, play the land. Duress you. Take Elrond's Epiphany. Demilich. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pass the turn. About it. Land. And was there a line to cast Concert and be able to cast Demilich? Wait. When? Opponent gets a Environmental Sciences. I'll play a land. Siphon Insight. Hey, thank you, Dr. Logic Pants. Ooh. Ooh. Well, we're going to take the Hermit. We don't really want our opponent to have it. Wait, where'd the... What happened to the Hermit? Where'd the Hermit go? Are you going to try to build a deck around Lord of the Forsaken and/or Jared? Yeah, Jared's on my list, and we might see some Lord of the Forsakens coming up tomorrow for Against Odds. We're playing Old Sticky Fingers, and we got a lot of sweet graveyard synergies. Oh, it's bugged? Oh, I should have. Had I known, I would have taken a land. Did not realize that it was bugged. Really? It's bugged? Like... Wait, no. So the key new mechanic in the newest set, 3 weeks after release, just doesn't work? Really? Huh, yeah, we're stealing some wins with Old Sticky Fingers. Yeah, that's actually kind of I didn't realize that. I'm going to have to send an angry message to Wizards. Opponent. Meh, another Divine by 0. Okay. So opponent casting everything they can. We will. Wow, we might actually lose because of that, awkwardly. Siphon Insight. Take a Siphon Insight. Demilich. Go. Apparently, if you take a Disturbed creature with Siphon Insight, you don't actually get it. It just goes to exile forever. And we took a Malevolent Hermit that we really would have enjoyed casting, but instead we spent 2 mana to do nothing, I guess. About it. Galvanic Iteration. Expressive Iteration. Gonna draw a few cards. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose because of that. Have you ever tried to a draft deck for Against Odds? Would be interesting. It's really difficult because you don't know what you're gonna get. I think the easiest way to do it is to wait until you open something against the odds worthy and then try to film it as an Against Odds. But it's really hard to like do a poll and say, oh, we're going to play these specific cards, because you just don't know what you're going to open in a draft, unfortunately. Well, gaze. Mill. Gaze. Mill. Gaze. Mill. Gaze. Mill. Demilich. I mean, this is where the deck looks so sweet. Demilich 1. The problem is I'm 99% sure our opponent's about to copy a to copy a Alrund's Epiphany, and then we just lose. Which is a bit of a bummer. You know what would have been good against that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what would have been pretty good against that? That would have been a card named Malevolent Hermit. That would have been a decent one to have access to. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, well, we played a bunch of Demiliches. Your go, combo off, win the game. Magic Arena bug. Opponent. Land. Manually tap it. Galvanic Iteration. Yeah. Well. Well, I'm gonna have to write an angry letter to Wizards. Like, that's actually, like, super... Like, I'm pretty forgiving on Magic Online when it's like, oh, here's this card that no one's, like, Distant Memory. Like, Distant Memory is a card that's bugged on Magic Online and has been forever. It's like a card that no one plays in any format. It's 15 years old or something. I'm pretty forgiving of that. Like, if you can't quickly fix Distant Memories that someone maybe once played in their Commander deck 5 years ago, I'm going to cut you some slack. You got a lot going on. On the other hand, when you have key rares of your newest set that you just released and are charging people insane amount of money to buy and running tournaments for and running worlds for, and you're not going to have those work correctly, that's a bit of a different story, in my opinion. That is a very different story. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we just concede. Sure. Well, score one for Arena. But yeah, it's a lot harder to be forgiving in those scenarios. Because Wizards just charges an insane amount of money to play Arena. Like, they charge me $300 or something to get the cards I need to play Arena. And these are cards that people are playing with on the ladder and running tournaments for. And you just are not going to have them work. And you're not going to care enough to fix them 3 weeks after set release. Ay. Not a good look. Not a good look. Yeah, Distant Melodies. Speaking of Distant Melodies, there was, or no, Distant Memories. There was some drama with this. It was kind of funny. So Distant Memories. I'm trying to remember. Does anyone remember how the bug worked? Oh, I can't remember. I think, so if I remember right, I think what the bug did, and what I think it still does, I think you can just not play Distant Memories on Magic Online. But I believe what the bug did is if you cast Distant Memories, it's a 1-card combo that somehow disabled your opponent from doing anything, so they would have to concede or they would eventually time out because their clock would run out. And there was this one person stumbled across the bug, and they were playing it consistently in leagues, and their deck was just like every tutor possible to try to find Distant Memories because they knew if they resolved that one spell, it would lock the game in a way that their opponent would lose. So this one person, they were playing it and they were winning, which is obviously a little bit scummy, maybe a lot scummy. But then they went on Twitter and started boasting about it, and they started boasting about how they had this insane record in leagues, and they were like 70-0 with the bug Distant Memories, and like started making this big deal about it, and then Wizards disabled it and banned them, I believe. But yeah. Yeah, that was a fun like day on Magic Online. Can we keep this? 1 land, it comes into play tapped. We do have a lot of cantrips. We're gonna mulligan, I think. Ugh. Cool. Well, definitely more than 1 land. I mean, we'll find cantrips eventually, right? We gotta find the cantrips eventually. Opponent. Oh, against mono green? Actually, well, go Jawar Disruption. Maybe opponent passes. Land. Do they play around the disruption? Please don't. Please slam your good Magic cards into our horrible counter. All right, boom. Mana Tithe 1. We need the counter. Where's the counter? Duress you. Got a chariot? Ooh, 2 chariots. Well, you know what? I think we're going to play this on black. Duress you. They can keep their Fatal Push. We will take the Chariots. Opponent, got not much going on. We just got to find the Demilich. Is it a bug that Momare Werewolves don't flip an arena, or is that how tokens work? So that's actually correct. Tokens don't have a backside. Huh. Tokens don't have a backside, so it is actually proper that they will not flip. Ugh. All right, Jwari Disruption. Well, next turn we can get a Demilich. It is going to die, though. Pass the turn. What about Delver in this deck? I think trying Delver would be interesting. The problem is we don't really have a lot of targets for our opponent's removal. We have Demiliches, which are not... I mean, they are something our opponent's got to kill, but not the best targets because they keep coming back anyway. So I'd be a little bit concerned that they might just... that they might just eat removal a lot, but I think it would be interesting. What are we? Yeah, I think it's the new camera. I think the new camera, does it really look that good? There's been multiple people today that have talked about the camera. I also think it's partly the move. I feel like the new room has better lighting and just like, I don't know, for some reason, the camera in the green screen, everything looks way, way better at the new house. Man, I mean, that's why I bought it, obviously, for the good camera for streaming. But no, I think it's also the change of locations. Like the lighting just looks better in here than the old place. Okay, so we know they're gonna fight. Well, I think we kill the mammoth. Play the land. Can't Demilich yet. We really need like a card draw spell would be wonderful. Have you thought about reworking your blue-white Magecraft deck with Delvers? That, I think, yes. That is something I've thought about. We already played a Delver deck for Budget Magic, so I haven't worked on it too seriously because I try not to just play the same archetypes over and over. But I think that trading out Symmetry Sage, which was pretty mediocre in the Magecraft deck, I think trading out Symmetry Sage for Delver is an easy way to improve that deck, and I think that deck is actually be pretty good. Like I actually have it on my list of decks to play in the near future. Oh, we can't get around this Blizzard Brawl. Ranger class is a really, really, really good Magic card. Well, gaze. Mill everything. Gaze. Mill everything. I think our hope is... Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Yeah. I'll play Demilich. We need to get multiple Demiliches going, which is going to be tricky. Exile. 1, 2, 3. 1. All right, place Lundy Vision. Go. Blizzard Brawl, the Green Fatal Push, so good. Any Leer decks in the queue? Leer is the sweetest card in the set by far. There's actually a Leer deck that was our backup deck for today. I don't know if we're going to get to it or not, but it's one that's coming up on Worlds. Also, a quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you gotta get them by heading over to cardkingdom.com. What have we not played yet? One of my goals, what do you think about this as a goal for content? To play every card from a set. It'd probably have to be everywhere in Mythic, because there's some commons that are just super boring. But I kind of think it would be fun to have that be a goal, to play literally every possible card from the set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Well, I'm thinking we might be dead. Mill. Yeah, we just haven't had enough. We haven't had enough spells, so we can get back 1 Demilich. 1, 2. Yeah, we're literally dead. I feel like we play most cards anyway. I feel like I have not been convinced that Ominous Roost is even a tiny bit good. I mean, I think it'd be okay to try, but I would imagine it's just so restricted. Like I don't know. That card is very disappointing to me. Like Ominous Roost compared to Roost of Drakes, it kind of like I don't really understand. I don't understand why they went so Ominous Roost, whenever it enters a battlefield or you cast a spell from your graveyard, you get to make a 1/1 bird that only can block things with flying. Roost of Drakes, if you kick it for 4 mana, it has the ETB. It makes a 2/2 Drake that can block anything, and when you kick a spell, it makes a 2/2 Drake that can block anything and is an actual real creature. So I don't know. Maybe I'm underrating it, and maybe like how. What is the easiest way to make multiple things a turn with this? I feel like because the 1/1 is such a underpowered creature, like kind of decay zombie level creature, I feel like you're gonna have to be able to make a lot of them each turn for it to actually work. What is there like a combo or something that can actually make it happen? Maybe I'm missing something. Like if there's an easy way to make like 5 birds a turn or something, then I think that could be an actual thing. But if it's like, oh, I cast my 3 mana disturb thing and get extra 1/1 that doesn't actually do anything, that doesn't strike me as super exciting. Poppet Stitcher? Okay. I mean, that doesn't really help you make birds, but it does help. Oh boy, we're gonna run out of time, aren't we? It doesn't really make birds, but it is a good payoff for the birds. Yeah, but those aren't making birds. Like Sedgemoor Witch and Poppet Stitcher can be good, but they don't actually help you make birds. I just feel like if it's like, oh, I flash back my 5 mana spell and I get a 1/1 that can't block creatures except creatures that flying, kind of like, yeah. I don't know, like, I don't even know if I'd want that in the Magecraft. Like, what would they even do in the Magecraft deck? I almost feel like I'd just be better off playing another cantrip or something, like another spell. I don't know if the reward's enough. Is it good in limited? I still have not played any Innistrad limited. I could see it being a sweet limited build around. I mean, maybe it could be a good budget card. I'll have to try to brew around it. I really haven't tried to build a deck around it. I just kind of wrote it off as not something that I thought was going to be competitive, but we got so many Demoliches this hand. But maybe I got to try to build a deck and give it a shot rather than just saying it's not good. Oh, Diva, this seems kind of like a deck that you might like. I could imagine you enjoying this deck. It's not exactly prowessy, but it's a little prowessy. About it. Gets in, hits us. Sentinel. Now let's Fading Hope. Bounce a Wolf. Keep the strategic planning. Consider. Draw the strategic planning. Shipwreck March. Demilich. Go. Oh, alright. No killing of the Demilich. We would like to start flashing back spells so we can cast more Demiliches and win this game. Oh, you've been playing a lot of Demilich? Ooh, sweet. In standard or in older decks? My concern with Delver is that we just don't have many threats, so I was afraid it was going to eat removal all the time, but Delver would naturally fit this deck. Like, we have all the pieces that would make Delver... Ooh, okay. So, this might be a decent turn. So we can Power Word Kill, that's spell number 1. Oh, we really need a land. We need one more land. Otherworldly Journey... How can we make... Okay, so strategic planning. Look for a land. Okay. We do not hit a land. I'll keep Consider. Oh, if this doesn't hit us a land, we're going to be in trouble. Consider. in the graveyard. No, we do want that one. Land on blue. Attack with Demilich. Flat. Oh, what a good turn. This deck has such sweet turns. Fading Hope. Bounce the Mammoth. Hit ya. Keep the flunk. More removal, the better. Demilich number 2. 2 flying. Now, animation's pretty good. 2 flying, not flying skeleton heads. Got to Mythic. Ooh, with Mono Blue Delver. That sounds sweet. Yeah, Leer, I mean, you could just slam Leer in this deck, honestly. We have so many spells. Like, you could just slam it in here and it'd probably be fine. Oh, that's a blowout. All right, sure. Well, there goes our graveyard. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. We had plans for that. We actually had plans for that Froghemoth. Usually the Exilium Graveyard text doesn't really matter, but here it really matters. Shouldn't Demilich have flying? Like, it's literally flying. It really should have flying. So. All right. So we got to kill this so it doesn't exile our graveyard. Strategic planning, strategic planning. Hit a land. All right, go to combat. Attack. Strategic planning. Strategic planning. Cast it. Get a land. Cast it. Get a curate. Ooh, or land? Yeah, let's take a land. Mill some cards. Play the Shipwreck Marsh. Kill the Froghemoth. Oh, pass the turn. Don't kill us. Don't kill us. Don't kill us. We could use an Epiphany. Epiphany would be great. Luggy! Welcome to... Can you see this fly in high def with this camera? This fly is driving me insane. I'm supposed to get the doggy door soon, and then hopefully these flies will go away forever. Luggy! Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Demilich is clearly attached to the top of the passage entrance in the picture. No way it can fly. Is it? Wait, it's attached? Oh, is this its neck? Is this Demilich's neck? Oh, I thought it was like a tunnel and the skull was like floating around, like hovering, kind of hovering through the tunnel. But if it's attached, then I guess that makes more sense. Bona hits us. How can we do this? We're at 8. Wow, this is so close. We actually got to think, which is a bummer. All right, Fading Hope. So we Fading Hope, Fading Hope. 1, 2. We can flashback. Oh, do we have enough mana? So play the land. 1 mana for Fading Hope. 1 mana for Fading Hope. Bounce, bounce. We need to leave up at least 1 removal spell, preferably 2. So Fading Hope, bounce the cat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, keep the Epiphany. Go to combat. Attack you. Flashback. Fading Hope. Flashback. Nothing? Flashback. Yeah, flashback nothing. Let's just flashback the Fading Hope. And leave up double removal. So Fading Hope. Bounce the big token. Keep the Epiphany. Hit ya. To 4. Flunk. The token. Demilich. Go. With the power word kill. Left in hand. Hey, what's up, Contras? How are you? Good to see ya. Hey, what's up, Atari? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. A Demilich is a lich so old that his body faded into dust and it just floats around as a skull with immense floats. Isn't floating and flying the same thing? It really is. It should have flying. It really should have flying. I mean, maybe power level wise it shouldn't have flying, but floating and flying are synonymous, I think. No? Really? What's the difference between floating and flying? It floats around head level of a normal body. But still, there's nothing attaching it to the ground, right? I mean, do you have to be flying high to be flying? Is there like a height cap? You have to be at least X feet off the ground to be considered flying? I mean, honestly, I think if you were like an inch off the ground and just like hovering around, technically you would be flying, right? I think. I'm pretty sure. Planes fly. I mean, what about, I don't know, have you ever seen a bee like flying around just above the grass? It's still flying. It's like 3 inches in the air, but it is still flying. About it. That's good, because if you ever seen me jump, it's about 2 inches in the air. And I need that to be considered flying still. Opponent. Running out their stuff. I mean, I think we're going to win here. I think we should be good. If they fire up the chariot, we kill it. Were they not going to fire up the chariot? Well, in that case, kill the cat. We're dog people here, now that Bear's around. Untap an opponent. Done. And unless Arena's beating us, then the stack feels pretty good. Flow and fly community. I mean, I think that's true. I mean, technically you could float without being able to fly. On the other hand, like a butterfly floats and it is also flying. So I guess, okay, so it can be synonymous. How about that? Floating and flying can be synonymous, but they're not necessarily synonymous. They can also mean two different things because English is a weird language. Let's go with that. Can we agree? Can we agree on that? They are occasionally, but not always synonymous. It should have horsemanship. What do you think? Should they bring back horsemanship? I kind of feel like they shouldn't bring back horsemanship. Do we really need more flying? Why do we need more pseudo-flying mechanics? We all know English isn't your strong suit. Don't fight the chat. Hey, actually, I'm good at English. I'm just bad at pronouncing things. Or reasonably good at English, but my issue is more pronunciations, I think, than actual words. I say words in my own unique way. I mean, horsemanship I don't think should come back. Same with like Shadow. I don't think we need more than one flying mechanic. I don't think more than one flying mechanic makes Magic better. I mean, I would guess that Wizards also assumes that, but all right, so do we want to change anything else? We don't want the Hermit. We don't want Tested Talents. Disdainful Stroke could be okay. We didn't have any tempted by the orcs, and we still got there, which is sweet. Soul Shatter could be worth it. Froghemoth is a card that seems really good against us. Froghemoth scares me. Yeah, I mean, let's bring in the other Blood Chief's Thirst and go down one Curate. All the removal in. Oh no. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. But Shadow wasn't flying because Shadow can only block other creatures with Shadow. That's true. There is a slight variation. But like random evasion mechanics, I don't know if having more than one of them, it actually improves things. Like, because if you have Shadow or Horsemanship, then you also still have Flying, because we're not going to get rid of Flying. At least Horsemanship kind of made sense in its context, because the context of Horsemanship was Portal, and Portal didn't have Flying, right? Like, that Horsemanship was Flying for the theme of Portal, which kind of made sense. And I don't even know if they intended so many of the weird things from the early days of Magic. I don't know if they intended them to, like, go wide and be a real thing. A lot of times it seems like they didn't, but it just ended up happening anyway. So yeah, I don't know if they ever intended, like, Horsemanship cards to be part of the broader game of Magic that we're playing today, or if they were just kind of like, oh, we gotta play this on black. Ugh. Well, playing that on black is not ideal, but we don't want to get attacked by this Werewolf Pack Leader. Yeah, I don't know why we can't have Landwalk. Same with Protection. Like, I think Protection's fine. I guess we still sort of get weird random protections from time to time, but... Ooh. I guess we keep this. We're going to keep the Power Word Kill. Play the land. This is the turn when they can play Chariot. Yeah, let's just pass. Let's just pass. Bluff a counter to try to stop a Chariot. Opponent. Phaseless Haven. Goes to combat. Well, alright. Bounce it. Snake Skin Veil. Sure. I mean, we'd rather have our opponent use this now because we are planning on yoinking it. Opponent hits us down to 15. Outland. Tempted. Yoinkage. Haha. Okay. The troll is on the right side of the battle. Opponent adapts. Garbage tracker, that's fine. Cannot get through the troll. It does make a token. Well, that's strategic planning. Start working towards Demilich. Take a consider. Play a land. Oh, I guess we wait. Go to combat. Smack ya with the troll. We're the aggro now. Opponent down to 15. Can we find another Tempted by the Orc to deal more stealing of our opponent's creatures? Man, we got to build another Theft deck. The Theft deck that we built before was really sweet. And this deck just has me itching to play another deck that's just all about stealing the opponent's stuff. Having Protection being a trick. What about Regeneration? What do you think about Wizards moving away from Regeneration? That's another one where I just kind of don't really understand why we can't have it. Well, it's hard to pass up the bouncing of a land. Almost a Stone Rain. Okay, yes, we will keep that. Now I almost don't even know if we want to kill this. We're not gonna have a token though. Yeah, let's kill it. Flunk it, bounce it, untap, troll ya. This deck feels pretty good against mono green, and it is it too. The only game we've lost with this deck is the Arena Bug game. Like, that is literally the only game we've lost with it. Aw. Awkward. Mill. Pass the turd. Opponent taps. The issue, Regeneration becomes mechanically complex with multiple rules changes, and Indestructibility is much simpler. I mean, that is true. Indestructibility is simpler. It doesn't play exactly the same, but I guess it plays close enough to the same. About it. Passes. Ooh. This is probably just too much fun to pass up. Siphon Insight. We'll take an Azeka's Chariot. Go to combat. Smack you with the troll. About it. Down to 5. They're gonna have to stop taking these troll beats at some point. We just stole the troll and it's going all the way. Like, just stealing this troll is going all the way against their opponent's mono green deck. I don't know why they can't stop this, but apparently they can't. They need to errata Wrath a God to kill indestructible stuff if they're going to replace regeneration. Yeah, that's one of the awkward things, is it does make other older cards work in a different way than they used to. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. Oh. Okay. Kill it. Troll ya? I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. This deck is absolutely hilarious. And it's kind of, so technically I guess we're 3-1. Although I still think that, I don't know, maybe we would have still lost the game if we had that Hermit, but you would make an argument that the one game we lost is because of an arena bug. Or at least the arena bug didn't help. What's an easy way to upload a deck to Goldfish? Ooh, so uploading a deck to Goldfish, if you go to MTG Goldfish, if you go to mtggoldfish.com, if you go up to the top here, I'm assuming you have an account. If you go to deck and create a deck, you can, there's a few options. If you're on Arena, super, super easy. Like if you build a deck in Arena, you just go to your deck, click your deck, export. It's going to say it's copied. Then you go back to Goldfish, paste it, boom, your deck is there. You can also do that from Magic Online. Other websites let you export the decks as well, so you can do it from there. You can also just type it out. You don't have to put the AFR in there. Like you could just type out this entire list. 4 Demiliches, 2 Bloodchiefers, etc., etc., etc. Hit save. That also works. So plenty of options. Bunch of different ways that you can do it. Let's keep Demiliching. I'll take 3-0-1. That's probably fair. Yeah, Tempted by the Orc is really good against mono green. Good game, Juggalo. Do you guys have MTGA collection tracking working? Yeah, I realize it's not your guys' fault that it broke in the first place. I would have to ask Richard. I'm actually not sure. We used to... So we used to have it. Then something changed with Arena that broke everything. I have actually just not asked Richard, so I'm not sure if he's gotten it fixed yet or not. I believe the intention is that it'll be working, but I'm not sure if it's currently working. How much longer is the stream? Roughly a half-ish hour. Usually go about 3 hours, so yeah, we'll mail that. So yeah, about a half hour more, give or take. Definitely get through one more match. We'll see how long this match goes. 1 or 2 more matches, I would say. Most likely. This is an instant. Yeah, let's just leave up. I want to get someone with this Drawer Disruption. What's with the historic metagame on Goldfish? Have there really been no tournaments since mid-September? Yeah, so it seems like... So I asked Richard... Ooh, we can actually counter this. Yes, we will. We will disrupt your Jadar. So I asked Richard after the last stream, because someone brought it up, and I thought there was a bug. Because it seems crazy that there haven't been any tournaments. But after asking Richard, he looked into it, and the actual answer is there haven't been any tournaments that are big enough to qualify for the metagame page. I believe that it's got to be... I believe that there has to be at least 15 players, I think, is the cutoff. And if you go to, like, if you go over to MTG Melee, which is where a lot of these tournaments take place, there haven't been any official Wizards tournaments. There's a few in the last 2 weeks, a few like 7-player tournaments. I think the last tournament that was published was on the 14th. Wait. I think the last tournament that was published was this one. This one's on the site. And since then, 2 players, 3 players, 6 players, there just really haven't been any tournaments. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. There haven't been historic tournaments at the moment. The Hooglandia Open was standard though. It featured the new standard format. So that's part of the reason why there wasn't even a Hooglandia Open this go around, because it was standard instead. All right. Yeah, you can have your Decay Zombie. So opponent gets their Decay Zombie. We untap. We draw another Demilich. Land on blue. Gaze. Mill some cards. Oh, Tempted is so good. I think we want to... Do we want to draw that? We might want to draw that. Stealing Jar would be sweet. Yeah, so mill. Keep the Tempted. Bounce the Jadar. Keep the Tempted. Demilich. Go. The Lich is out. Any thoughts on a Fishbowl Open? That's something I really want to do. That's something I really want to do. The challenge is doing it right, I guess. Jeff does it really well as far as doing coverage and all that stuff. If we're gonna do it, I want to do it that way. I want to do coverage. I want to have it be like, oh, yeah, okay. Was not a 2-bladed stitch caps. Okay, well that's fine. Sure. Sure. What is this deck doing? I mean, it's beating us, but what is going on with our opponent's deck here? Well, we will. Oh boy. Awkward. I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Flashback a Fading Hope. Bounce a Zombie Lord. What a weird game. So yeah, I think that could be something that could happen in the future. It's just been an issue of finding enough time to really do it right. Opponent blocks, sure. We will play another Demilich. Oh, something I want to ask you all about. Tell me if you have interest in this, because it's come up on the last 2 podcasts. So we always talk about my lack of pop culture knowledge. Would you do like a movie night type thing? Some people have been asking for it. So it'd kind of be like a stream, but rather than playing Magic for the stream, we would just all watch a movie, I guess would be the idea. Oh, Bounce a Lord. I gotta look into the legalities of doing it on Twitch. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But yeah, that would be kind of the meme of it. It would teach me movies and pop culture that I might not otherwise know. But yeah, so that was kind of the thinking. So we might try that at some point. Fading Hope again. I mean, we're bouncing. We got the bounce going. Once we get one Demilich, being able to flashback spells to play other ones is kind of helpful. All right, we're going to keep... I think we're going to keep the land this time. Opponent takes it. We play another Demilich. I can't believe we're losing to Storm the Festival for double Blade Stitch Scab. I can't believe that's how this game is going. No, it wouldn't be like something that we're doing constantly. It would be more of a like once in a while fun thing. And I gotta figure out the legalities of it, copyright stuff still. What would you make me watch? That is the question. You can do it here with movies on Prime Video. Oh, that's super easy. I mean, there's a lot of movies on Prime Video. Opponent runs out the Lords. Hits us for 8. Decays away. Okay, sure. Down to 3, not good. Opponent gets another zombie. I'll play the land. We finally hit a land. Oh. Huh. Do we have to stop attacking? Is that where we're at the stop attacking part of the game? Does that even save us? Now, steal the scab. I don't know if this is enough or not. So what movie would we watch? Lord of the Rings extended version? Please, no. I've seen that. I've seen that before. Please, no chat. No. This was a horrible idea. I take back the whole idea. Indiana Jones. Okay, I can get behind Indiana Jones. John Wick. Apparently, I gotta watch John Wick. Wow, these Ron reunions. Wow, this might just be the jankiest, worst matchup for our deck. Opponent's got a ton of stuff that exiles cards from the graveyard for no real apparent reason. Yes. Oh my god. Our opponent's playing their own version of Against the Odds, and it is totally wrecking us. Human Centipede 2. I don't know if we want to watch Human Centipede 2 together. I've seen Memento. Memento's great. Opponent with the big attack. The zombies decay. Wow, what a weirdly poor matchup. Opponent is on some jank. Yeah, I mean, we're dead. We're dead. Yeah, mill it, sure. Well, that's, apparently we have met our match. We beat all the top tier decks in Standard, but our opponent is playing just the pile of cards that no one has ever played before, and it is crushing us. First Avengers movie. Okay. Yeah, probably superhero movies would be on the list. It makes zombie. I mean, it doesn't make real zombies. It makes fake zombies. If it made a real zombie, I mean, yes, there is a reason they're playing in the deck, but it's not a card that I don't know. I don't even play it in zombies, but it is very good against Demilich. That's for sure. Well, I guess we're doing the bring in all the removal plan. Probably not Soul Shatter. King Narfi's Betrayal. It's like a flavor deck. I mean, fake in the sense, not the fake doesn't refer to the power level. It refers to decay and the fact that they are not real creatures. The fact that they can only attack once, they can't block at all, that kind of stuff. So not fake as in not lacking in power, but fake as in they're not real creatures. Yeah, go down the Duresses, I guess. So removal in, Duresses out. Run it like that. X-Men or Avengers movie, huh? How about Rick and Morty best episode night? Ooh. Who gets to choose the best episodes? Best episodes is determined by who? What is the best Rick and Morty episode? In your opinion? According to IMDb, okay, that would be a good way to do it. Voting down, whoever donates the most gets to pick. Mr. Meeseeks is pretty good. That was a good episode. I think the Citadel episode's really good. I actually think the Pickle Rick episode is pretty overrated. I mean, it's fine, but I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't personally find Pickle Rick to be a great Rick and Morty. Morty's Mind Blowers that episode's great. Acid, the Acid Vat's really good. Unity, the Unity episode's really good. Jaspera Sentinel. We need to get some action going here at some point. I don't even know. Do we even? Well, I guess we kill this. They are ramping into things. All right, kill the Jaspera Sentinel. Pass the turn. I feel like the Slut Dragon episode is kind of like, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, in general, there haven't been too many episodes. Oh, the time episode. Yeah. The one where they break time is really good. The whole like end of what is the end of season 1, first episode of season 2, where they freeze time and then start time, like those, both of those episodes are really good. All right, Milissa Demilich, friend. Milissa Demilich, or 2. Ooh, Demilich and Siphon Insight. Well, I guess they're gonna exile the Demilich, which is kind of a bummer. And a Teth. I don't know what our opponent's deck's doing. I have literally, where did this zombie come from? All right, opponent, getting in there with a fake zombie. Hits us. Sure. I guess. I've never seen someone attack with decay zombies so aggressively, but maybe it'll work. Well, Siphon Insight. Take Jadar. Seagate Restoration, tap. Pass the turn. Never even watched 1 second of Rick and Morty. I mean, if you like adult animation, I think that Rick and Morty is actually really good. I enjoy it. I feel like Rick and Morty, I think it's like sometimes occasionally suffers from how intense some of the people that like the show can be, but I think the show itself is really good. Kind of like Bernie Sanders, actually. Like, I think that sometimes Bernie can suffer from the fact that some of his fans can be a little bit unique and whatever, but when you actually listen to the things that he's saying, you know, a lot of them are really good. So I feel like Rick and Morty kind of has that same dichotomy, essentially. What do you think about Archer? I like Archer a lot when they're doing the spy seasons. I didn't like the Archer seasons as much with... I didn't like the seasons as much when they do like the weird dream seasons and all that kind of stuff, like going back to the 20s or whatever. Like those seasons I liked less than I liked a lot of the other seasons. But I do think Archer is really, really good. And the seasons where it's just them doing the spy stuff, I think are great. Oh, so I did a short yesterday about the deck name origin of Tin Fins. And Tin Fins comes from, I'm glad they cast this because we wanted to bounce this. Tin Fins comes from C-Lab 2021. That is the origins of Tin Fins. And I called Tin Fins a classic early Adult Swim show. And some people took issue with that and said that it's not classic. Is C-Lab classic? I mean, C-Lab's a classic, right? I consider C-Lab to be top tier early era Adult Swim. Team Bunker, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Like, I consider out of the early years of Adult Swim, C-Lab and home movies to be classics. Obviously, like some of the other shows are technically classics, but those are my favorites of the early eras. Space Ghost, also classic. But you can't take issue with calling it classic. It's 25 years ago now or something. That's like the earliest years of Adult Swim. All right, bounce the Demilich. Play the Jwari Disruption. Play the Demilich. I guess we get aggressive with the Decay Zombies. Hit ya. All right, I feel like this is going a little bit better. We got the Demilich now. We got the Jadar. Maybe Siphon Insight should be more a part of this deck, because Siphon Insight has felt good. Maybe we can find a room to have 4 of them. I don't really like Aquatine. I've never really gotten into Aquatine that much. I know it's like probably the biggest of the early Adult Swim shows, but I don't know. It never really did it for me. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess we'll take the Dirty Epiphany. Mill some cards. Go to combat. Attack. Demilich. Fading Hope. Bounce the Hulk. Keep the Fading Hope. Hit ya. Alrin's Epiphany. Put it out of 12. Alright, you're go about it. I never got into Aquatine Hunger Force either. It also was more about the anime and Futurama for me. Oh yeah, Futurama. I don't really think of Futurama as an Adult Swim show, but it was on Adult Swim. That's true. Oh, Futurama is so good. Chorola Flame. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. Ren tick up. Interesting. Wow, this deck is wild. Our opponent is playing an interesting, like, I don't even know, Sultai Graveyard deck? I'm not really sure exactly what our opponent's deck is doing, but, so, well, let's, go to combat. Go to combat. Attack. Attack. Decline. Hit ya. Well, dirty Epiphany win. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of our opponent's deck. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's like a little scattered, but the idea of it's sweet. Well, attack ya. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is not lethal? Okay. Strategic planning. Cast it. Take a curate. Opponent down to 1. Curate. See if we can get another Demilich going. Take a gaze. Yeah, mill 1, keep 1. Gaze. I can't believe we're casting otherworldly gaze and it's working. Mill. Oh, this is so greedy, but whatever. Mill. Yeah, we'll keep the consider. All right, well, we could not find another Demilich, but our opponent's at 1. And I don't know how they get out of this. I do not know. Even with a Ren, we got a bunch of removal in hand. Opponent scoops it up. Okay. Can we finish it off strong with another win and officially be sort of undefeated with this deck? I remember getting blown away by South Park with the whole Elaine Gonzalez raid happen like Easter Sunday, and the following Wednesday they were making fun of it. I haven't watched South Park in a long time. It's been a long time since I watched South Park. Same with King of the Hill. Or no, not King of the Hill. Same with Family Guy. King of the Hill, I guess it's been a while since I've watched that too. Family Guy was one of those shows that I remember when it came out. I was like the time that it was, and all my friends loved it, and it was so funny, and everyone was like debating whether it was as good as Simpsons, and it was like this big thing. But I haven't really watched recent episodes in a long time. Is South Park still good? Like, I remember South Park from a long time ago, but I haven't really watched recent episodes of South Park either. Like, are there one thing with animated shows that seems pretty consistent is after about like somewhere in the 8 to 10, maybe 12 season range, a lot of them seem to go downhill, even the really good ones, like even Simpsons, maybe the grandfather of them all or whatever. Like, it went so downhill after season 11 and maybe somewhere in that range. But oh, that's interesting. Check out the pandemic specials. Great line from Cartman. I want things to go back to normal, referring to quarantining at home. I might have to check them out. I might have to rewatch some South Park. All right, are we changing anything? So we're going to be on the draw. Our opponent's an interesting Sultai let's call it Sultai Graveyard Zombies. I don't even know. It's like zombie-ish, but not fully zombies. Narfies, graveyard stuff. Let's run it back. Is a Delver Demilich deck any good? I don't think I've seen it yet. I don't know. I have played those cards separately, and they're both good, but I haven't played them both together. We could throw throw Delver into this deck and just see how it goes. I don't know if it'd be good or not. I honestly don't. Throne of Death. All right, so opponent is definitely all about getting things in the graveyard. There is no doubt that is our opponent's plan. Opponent mills an Egon. And what do you got? Green mana. Passes. Well, play a land. Strategic planning. Take a... I guess we need the land. We kind of want a black source, but yeah, it's fine. Take the black source. Pass the turn. All right, there's a Rotten Reunion. Oh, those Rotten Reunions. King Narfi's Betrayal. Opponent mills a bunch of cards. Weird deck. So opponent King Narfi Betrayal mills. They get a Sentinel. Mill no creatures. They slam into us with their zombie. Very strange. Strange days. Well, Seagate Reborn. Next turn we can get down a Demilich, which is something. Opponent mills themselves. Untaps. Yeah, I wonder if King Narfi's Betrayal... Yeah, I mean, milling is nice. We played it a little bit in the Thieves deck we built, and it was fun. A little whiffy sometimes, but the milling is solid. Definitely at its best when our opponent does the work for us. All right, so let's consider. Do we want to keep this? So it's one spell. Yeah, let's keep it. I mean, we can just run out the Demilich. I guess we don't have to cast a bunch of spells. Do we even care about bouncing either of these? This needs, what, 3 creatures to flip? Yeah, you know what? Let's just play Demilich. Whatever. Run it out past the turn. All right, Rotten Reunion. Makes a fake zombie, mills a land, untaps 2 cards in hand. They do have the Throne of Death. Opponent can cast nothing. Oh, come on, live Demilich. We would like to start flashing back spells. About it. Another Betrayal. Sure. Mills a bunch of stuff. We don't have enough creatures for our opponent to mill anything from our deck. They're trying. About it. I sent a list if I want you to look at. I sent a list if you want to look at it, Seth. It's been really good, most meta. Oh yeah, I'd love to see it. Where did you email it to me? Okie Scope. Opponent gets in. We will take it. All right, we draw a land, which is nice. So, Fading Hope, bounce the Hulk. And we'll keep strategic planning. Play a swamp. Strategic planning. Take. Strategic planning. Go to combat. Hit ya. Flashback. Consider. Oh, Demilich is really, really good. Yeah, mill it. About it. It's a fake zombie. You could see him on the block. You could see him hovering and wanting to block, but it's not a real zombie. It is a fake zombie. Got by the fake zombie. About it. Is there an introductory email that explains MTG well? Oh, let me see Okiscope. That's a good question. So I know there's some stuff on our YouTube channel that you can check out that is kind of a little bit beyond like the basics, more like making your first deck and stuff like that. I'm not sure where's the best place to go if you're looking for like your very first explanation of MTG. Ooh, yeah, that looks fun. We played something along these lines. We were playing a lot of Siphon Insights, though. Like, Siphon Insight is what made us start to build the deck, and then we just started adding more Thief stuff into it, and it was okay as far as how competitive it was, but it was super fun to play. It was so much fun. That does look sweet, though. All right, so opponent, fake zombie. Still can't really kill our stuff. I feel like they got us in game 1, but I feel like we're in good shape now. So, go to combat. Attack with both. Flashback, Fading Hope. Flashback. Strategic planning, I guess. So strategic planning. Go digging. Take a tempt. Fading Hope. Bounce Sentinel. Keep the land. About it. Jumps. Drops to 12. Salon Division. Foretell. Pass the turn. I think we're going to finish with the win. And this deck was great. Yeah, Tolarian Community College would definitely recommend. I don't know what he has as far as like specific like intro to Magic stuff, but Tolarian Community College definitely a great channel for starting off. Hey, see you, Aussie Dave. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great work day. We'll be back on Thursday for our next stream. Thursday evening. Probably morning your time, Aussie Dave. But yeah, have a good work day. So opponent's at 12. How do we win this game? We can flashback power word kill. Well, just keep doing what we do. Go attacking. Demilich. Power word kill. And actually, no, this is way better. Duh. All right. Yoink. Yeah, stealing the Egon's way better than... way better than killing it. And, so, we're almost out of Platinum. If it wasn't for that one Arena Bug game, if it wasn't for that game. So what did we learn about this deck? And we learned the deck was really shockingly sweet. Like, when I saw the deck on Twitter, it looked intriguing. It was different. It was interesting, which made me want to play it. But after playing it, the deck actually felt really good. Like, we took down Mono Green. We took down we were taking down the top tier decks. Both of the top tier decks. Our only loss was because of an Arena Bug, arguably, or at least partly. It contributed to the one match that we lost. So I gotta say, if you wanna do something a little bit different in Standard, I would definitely recommend this deck. The other interesting aspect of this deck, if you kind of dig into it, common, or common or uncommon, whatever. Common. We added this. You don't really have to play it common. Like, it's super cheap. Sure, there's Seagate Restoration. Sure, there's Demiliches. But I think Arena style, this almost qualifies as a budget deck. The amount of rares and mythics, I think that you can build this for probably 15-ish, depending on the mana base. So it's also budget friendly. So it's fun. It's different. It's budget friendly. If everyone starts playing Graveyard Hate, it's going to get worse. But for now, Demilich, that was one of the more fun decks we've played in a while in Standard. So yeah, definitely super, super sweet. And on that note, I believe that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. The good news is we'll be back on Thursday with another stream. And what is the goal of the deck again? Basically Demilich. Fill the graveyard, get back Demiliches on the cheap, use Demiliches to flashback removal spells, creature stealing spells, and really, Demilich is the only way to win the game outside of stealing our opponent's creatures. So all about the Demilich. But we will be back on Thursday with another stream. In the meantime, tomorrow's Against the Odds is a fun one. Old Sticky Fingers, Steal Some Wins in Standard. Check that out. Replay YouTube if you missed any sweet Demilich action. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards from Innistrad Midnight Hunt or Strixhaven Mystical Archives to Fairy Protection Alternate Art or whatever, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes and they'll hook you up. Demented Wombat for the 7th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Seriously, y'all are amazing and awesome and spectacular. Thanks for hanging out, having some fun in Standard. We'll be back Thursday playing some classic Standard, I believe. That cool event that they're doing on Magic Online. So I'll see you Thursday for another stream. Until then, have a great night. Have a great Wednesday. I love y'all, and yeah, see you on Thursday.